Ladies and gentlemen, it's Game 2 here in the desert of Southern California as we continue opening weekend. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by George Hathaway. Nash Walker is right next door on the PA this evening. Perhaps you'll hear his voice in the background if you listen close enough. After a commanding 11-1 victory over the Orange County Legends, the Palm Springs Power are set to take on the Long Beach Legends. George, the Power were riding high last night after they broke it open in the middle of the game and keeping it going late in the game. But it's a new night, a new team. But it seems like you need to play close to a perfect game in order to beat the Power.
That's exactly right, Evan. And when you look at last night's game, Orange County Legends, they had 5 errors throughout the entire ball game versus Palm Springs 1 error throughout the entire game. And that's where a lot of the runs for Palm Springs came in, was based off of those errors. Those silly mistakes, the Power are going to capitalize on that, and they're going to execute and make you pay for it long term. The game yesterday was tied up at 1 apiece going into the top of the 4th inning, and then the Power just got hot. And that's what they need to do here, is have a really strong top 3 innings. And if they're able to get on board first, then it's just going to be continuing that momentum throughout. And that's what we saw Palm Springs do last night. Looking to see them do it again tonight as well.
The Power absolutely got hot as they broke it open. They hit the ball all over the place, started to put the ball in play quite a good amount, finding their holes, hitting some absolute rockets as well. And George, you said, took advantage of a lot of mistakes. Can't forget about the pitching and catching, though. A lot of wild pitches, a lot of pass balls. Something that the Power took advantage of, and something that we did very well on our side.
Yeah, exactly. That's really true. I think that pitching's going to be huge for Palm Springs today. It was huge last night as well, with Fennell getting the win, as he had 3 innings, only allowed 2 hits and 0 runs. So what you really need to see is the pitching staff coming out hot. We spoke with Casey Dills earlier this week in our season preview video on YouTube, which you guys can watch it there, and
talked a lot about depth.
Exactly, and how important that really is going forward. The depth is going to be huge for Palm Springs and their pitching arsenal, and they're going to continue that tonight as well with Dom Moda on the mound.
Absolutely, as you said, Dom Moda making his very first start tonight, looking to set the table for sure, throwing strikes and giving his team a chance to win. It's exactly what Eric Teleroja did last night.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Dom Moda play. In that same season preview video, he was one of my guys that I was really looking forward to watching this year on the mound, as I think he's going to really have a strong season. He played with the Power previously. He's used to this environment in Palm Springs, California. He knows what it's like to play under Casey Dill and in the Power organization as well. His brother also played here with the Power as well, and he has the most home runs in a single season in Palm Springs as well. So the blood runs thick in Palm Springs for the Moda brothers.
Yes, it does.
And I'm really excited to see him on the bump tonight.
Definitely a legacy to live up to. I'm sure he'll be up to the challenge. George, base running was another big key last night. All the throwaways, the wild pitches, the pass balls, the Power were running roughshod all around the bases. They have to keep their head on the swivel. I saw quite a few throwaways from the Long Beach Legends during their warm-ups. A good amount of balls going over the fence. They're playing catch or even hitting fungo. Our guys are going to need to make sure that they know where the ball is at all times, George, and they need to be ready to keep on running.
Yeah, base stealing was huge for Palm Springs last night in their 11-1 win over Orange County. And, they had 2 stolen bases throughout the entire ball game, but they weren't hesitant to do that while they were up 10 runs. A guy we're going to see tonight as well, Levine. He's one of those guys that's really quick on his feet. He's not afraid to steal base, get underneath the tag, and just steal safely. And that's going to be huge tonight for Palm Springs if they want to show the aggression. They're not afraid of anybody when they're able to steal bases. One thing to really look out to.
Last night, the Power showed us how to do it in every facet of the game, and in a lot of ways, the Orange County Legends did not show us how to do it in every facet of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back very shortly, and in just a moment, we'll give it over to our PA announcer and one of your favorite broadcasters from last night, Nash Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're almost set for the first pitch. The Power will take the field very, very shortly. It's a beautiful thing, George, seeing all of our guys take the field, bringing the kids out with them from a local Little League team.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing to see the youth in baseball, a growing sport, especially nowadays with the young kids. It's awesome to see them out on the field doing what they love, and also hoping maybe one day they'll be out here at Palm Springs Stadium playing for the Power.
Absolutely, George. And the Power have officially taken the field. They're beginning their warm-ups. Our starting pitcher for tonight, standing at 6 feet 2 inches tall, 215 pounds, big lefty, Dom Mota out of Cal State San Bernardino. Curious to see how he does, George. Curious to see how he works with catcher Jake Biscaluz behind the plate. First time in the game, Jake will be catching him.
Yeah, I mean, the Power yesterday did a really solid job with Richardson behind the plate, able to throw out a few guys from second. I mean, Biscaluz can do the same as well. He has that arm strength behind the plate, can also pop up very quickly.
Absolutely. Hard to say how long of a leash Mota will go. We're trying to get in several pitchers throughout the game, just like the Power did last night. What do you want to see out of Mota, especially going through the first inning, George?
Yeah, I really think just trying to figure out the zone, with home plate umpire Stuart Gibbs, and see how he can do there, reading the zone, knowing what Gibbs, maybe if he likes to give a little extra room, kind of work that around, paint the corners really. And Mota's a left-handed pitcher as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how he faces right-handed batters, if he's going to throw a little bit more inside towards them as well. So the first few batters is going to be definitely interesting to see how Mota can really set the tone.
Absolutely. Glad you mentioned it, George. Behind the plate tonight, our home plate umpire Stuart Gibbs. And in the field, we're going to have Sam Griffith making the calls on the bases. I'd love to see a lot of strikes, George. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, and that's what they can do. And yesterday as well, the Talahora was able to find at least the strike zone and strike out 3 batters while he was on the mound for about a few innings. So if Mota can just continue that as well, because the pitching has really been great for Palm Springs.
Absolutely. Hopefully Dom Mota can get us off to a strong start. Power only put 4 batters on base last night, only 4 walks. And we're just about set to go. Leadoff batter for the Long Beach Legends, set to dig in. CJ Yogi will be our first batter this evening out of Cal State Northridge. He had .235 this past season, a couple home runs. So that first pitch by Mota is delivered a little bit outside. Our count moves to 1 ball, no strikes. The infield playing straight up. Corner infielders are playing back, not expecting a bunt. Outfielders are playing straight up. That ball is hit in the air, right side. That'll get over out of play down the right field line. Our count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 fastballs to start the game for Mota.
Yeah, Yogi also batted .261 to .264 on base percentage as well. So he definitely can get on the base sometimes, but struggled as well, and also had 2 home runs this season.
Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Good looking breaking ball early from Mota. Caught it on the lower inside part of the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. Mota working quickly. He comes set. He kicks and deals. That pitch is in there for a called strike 3. CJ Yogi goes down looking on 4 pitches. 1 batter, 1 strikeout looking for Dom Mota.
Yeah, that pitch from Mota right there to retire Yogi, that was just right down the middle inside. Had a little bit of drop towards the ends, and that's why Yogi thought maybe that could have been a ball, but it went the other way. Good call there from Stuart Gibbs.
Our second batter, Sawyer Chesley, will now dig in for the Legends. He takes another breaking ball. That'll be a little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
And that's what we talked about, Evan, with Mota being a left-handed pitcher going up against right-handed batters. Going to be seeing a few pitches that are going to be inside and tight, especially against these righties.
Cut on and miss there on a fastball by Chesley. Just finished this past season playing at University of California, Santa Barbara. He hit .409 this past season, a couple home runs. Originally came from New York, born in Bronxville. Somewhat our neck of the woods there, George.
Yeah, definitely a really good hitter as well. Not too bad, but definitely going to be interesting to see how he can face up against Dom Mota.
He checks his swing. No swing according to the home plate umpire. He'll check it down. No swing, says Sam Griffith. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Here on Chesley. Mota comes set. Here's the 3-1. That ball's hit down the left field line. That's going to be fair. Chesley's on his way to second, and he'll get in there standing up.
Didn't see too many doubles yesterday for either team, as a lot of them were just low on the ground. Singles are right there. That hit from Chesley going to get him in scoring position on second. Not what you want the power to see here in the top of the first inning with a runner in scoring position.
Absolutely not. That ball was hit sharply. It wasn't too far away from Anthony Angel Jr. playing third base, but was able to get past him before a double down the line. Now our third batter, Hank Schneller, will step in for the Legends. He takes a pitch in there for strike 1. Looked like a possible off-speed pitch there. Mota's able to get ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Well, George Power gonna have to work out a little bit of a jam. You have a runner in scoring position early, 1 away, the 3-hole hitter up. Good-looking breaking ball in there for strike 2. Already seen a few good breaking balls from Mota.
Yeah, that's one of his strongest points right there, is a breaking ball. He floated that one right up and in, and it just broke at the last second, making Schneller just kind of hesitate for a little bit and hold back the swing.
And the 0-2 pitch, cut on and missed. Second strikeout of the inning for Mota. He blew a fastball right on by him on the inside part of the plate. Down goes Schneller. Now the cleanup hitter, Ryan Guerrero, will dig in for Long Beach. Trying to cash in, bring home a runner from second base. Guerrero finished this past season at Long Beach Community College here in California, batted .316 this past season. He takes a pitch in there for strike 1. Mota's done a good job so far getting ahead of batters.
Yeah, he certainly is. Definitely one of the aces here for Palm Springs. Already has 2 strikeouts under his belt, and certainly can try to get out of this hole with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
That pitch out to right field. That's going to get in there for a base hit. Runner will stop at third. That'll put runners on first and third with 2 men away.
Yeah, especially with runners on the corners, 2 outs. Going to be a big play here for Palm Springs to try to get out of this inning, leaving runners on with 2 outs here. And Chesley only 90 feet away from home. Mota in the infield going to have a very big at-bat here.
And now it's Eric Berkel stepping in. Finished this past season at Georgetown College in Kentucky, not the DC school that we all might think of. That pitch is in there, strike 1. Mota gets ahead of another batter. Trying to get out of the jam here in the first inning. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. That ball's hit towards the middle. And a backhanded glove attempt by Flores out at second base, but cannot make the play. So a run scores, it's 1-0 Legends.
Yeah, Flores just tried to flip it up and over to Yamaviska there on the play to try to force the out at second. And those are just one of those plays that you wish you could get back, but still a good thought there from Flores.
And now it'll be Isaiah Vazquez stepping in, the opposing pitcher. Finished this past season at McPherson College. Another breaking ball, a little bit inside this time, ball 1. Yeah, McPherson One of those college players still swinging the bat while also pitching on the mound. We'll see him in the bottom of the first inning as the power come up. That ball's hit towards, it's going to be through the hole on the left side, a base hit. Here comes another run. That throw is going to be cut off. It's 2-0 Legends. Vazquez comes through with a 2-out RBI to make it 2-0.
And those are some hard balls coming over to third towards Angel. And they're also taking a hop as well that are just getting over the head of Angel and getting through the gap for a lot of base hits here. 2 outs and 2 runners on. Moda and company looking to end it here.
Now it's George Sonora stepping up. See, he takes a swing and a miss at that first pitch. Coming from Santiago High School, he hit .224 this past season. Trying to play some extra college ball. Just like everyone else out here on the field during these summer collegiate seasons. Moda said he'll kick and deal the 0-1. A ball set back towards the middle. Flores gets on a big hop over the first, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Legends. The Power are coming up to bat looking to answer back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. The Power are looking to answer back after giving up 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. And coming up for the Power, we have our leadoff hitter, Anthony Angel Jr. He had a very good night last night. 3 hits to his credit. He scored 3 runs, helping to key that 11-1 victory. He'll be looking to get on base, trying to answer back for the Power.
Yeah, he's batted .750 last night and really one of the star guys last night for Palm Springs. This top of the order is really solid as well. These first 3 batters, Angel, Taylor, and Blythe, those are going to be some really heavy hitters that are going to get on base and put them in put the Power in scoring position to get on the board.
2-ball, no strike count to Angel. Here comes the 2-0. A swing at ball is fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Power will be trying to do their damage early against Isaiah Vazquez, as we saw him hit last inning. Vazquez been 5-1 this past season, playing for McPherson College. 4.42 ERA, 36 2/3 innings. He transferred over from Rio Hondo College. That pitch taken a little bit inside. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, good eye there from Angel. He's definitely also an aggressive batter as well. Last night there was a few instances where he would just have long at-bats because he just kept fouling them off. So going to see that a lot there from him as he walks. Good eye as he's going to get on base for the Power and hopefully get in some runs as well.
That fastball is in the dirt, allowing Anthony Angel to reach base. Good way to start the inning for the Power. And now digging in is Robert Taylor. Playing center field tonight for the Power. Taylor did not record a hit last night. He scored 3 runs, drew 2 walks as well, making it happen on the bases. He's in the 2-hole tonight. So he takes that fastball a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strike the count. Legends are set to try to turn 2. Second baseman and shortstop are pinched in the middle. Yogi at shortstop, Snakenborg at second base. There's a fastball taken along the outer part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfielders for the Legend playing pretty straight up. Berkel over in right field, he's playing pretty shallow.
Definitely a deep outfield. Dead center's 400 feet.
So that ball's ripped in the right field. Berkel comes on, cannot make the catch. Lunging attempt at the ball. Angel's able to make it to second base. He had to try to read that ball on the line. Good base running from him. I assume that will go down as a base hit. We'll see the official scoring of that pretty soon. And it is officially going down as a base hit according to our official score. And now that gives Noah Blythe, our right fielder, a chance for some RBIs early in this game. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Great night yesterday for Blythe. Recorded 3 hits, a run scored, and he's in the 3-hole tonight. So he takes a fastball in there on the lower part of the plate, strike 1.
Yeah, you look at Angel, he's about a 4-stride lead over on second. He's going to be toying with Vazquez in that peripheral vision to see if he can make any mistakes back there.
That ball's hit back towards the middle. That's crazy hop over that of Snakenborg, a base hit. 1 run scores. My goodness, Taylor goes to third. First to third goes Taylor. A break for the Power. It's 2-1. The Power have cut the deficit in half.
Now, that ball took a huge hop there, got right over the glove of Snakenborg as he just couldn't get a grasp on that one. Huge hit there from Blythe as it now puts runners on the corners with Taylor on third. No outs too, Evan, so this is a huge opportunity for the Power to take advantage of this as well.
Absolutely, George. Runners on first and third as Noah Marcoux takes a pitch down low. It's 1 ball, no strike.
And Marcoux recorded 1 hit and also had 1 run for the Power last night in their 11-1 victory over Orange County Legends.
Marcoux a chance at getting a run in from third base with less than 2 outs. Now, George, that's something the first couple innings the Power had a little bit of trouble with. Had a couple strikeouts, the bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning, had an inning double play in the second. That's something that they need to cash in on as tonight and as the season progresses. That pitch is in there. Looked like that was called on the pitch, not the swing. Marcoux tried to check his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Marcoux going into battle, tried to put that ball in play. Middle infielders are playing back. They'll concede a run to try and turn a double play. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed by Marcoux. And that'll be 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Now I'll bring up Landon Levine.
Now batting for the Power, left fielder Landon Levine.
Landon Levine came in later in the game. He went 1 for 1. He stole a base. Batting in the 5-hole tonight. Looking to try to cash in with a runner on third, less than 2 outs. First and third. Fastball in there for strike 1. No ball, 1 strike the count. Once again, middle infielders are playing back. Try to turn a double play. Guerrero playing relatively deep in center field. Sonora over in left, not playing all that deep. And Berkel in right, playing a pretty medium deep depth. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1 out, runners on first and third here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss from Levine. 1-2 the count. Legends scored a couple of runs, hit some balls hard in the top half of the first inning. Power have answered back so far. They've cut the lead in half, trying to add another run with Taylor over at third. That ball's big chopper on the ground. 1 plays over to first, and the run scores.
Power score. We're tied up at 2.
Levine didn't hit it all that hard, but he got the job done, and he's tied the game at 2. It's a new ball game, George.
Yeah, no, it really is. And this is definitely what we kind of saw similarly to yesterday as well, when we were tied up at 1 apiece in the third inning. And Blythe is on second in scoring position, looking to break the tie here with Hernandez at the plate.
Now Josh Hernandez digging in. He takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Josh Hernandez went 0 for 2 last night. Came in later in the game. He gets to start as a designated hitter tonight. Now here's the 0-1. Fastball a little bit inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Noah Blythe over at second base. He delivered an RBI single earlier in the inning to give the Power its first run. Swing and a miss there from Hernandez. Our count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chance for a 2-out RBI for Hernandez. Try and give the Power the lead. Guerrero is still relatively deep in center field. A single should score the run. Same thing with Berkel in right. Sonora and left's a little bit south. Here's the 1-2. A fastball upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. First base is open for the Legends. Catcher Jake Biscalou's on deck. Breaking ball does not get to come all the way back. Isaiah Vazquez started to walk off the mound. The umpire said, I don't think so.
Yeah, huge full count here for Hernandez with 2 outs and Blythe in scoring position on second to break the tie.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. That pitch down the ground towards the hole. Past the diving Yogi in there for a base hit. Here comes Blythe. The throw is cut off. It's 3-2 Power.
The Power have taken the lead.
Yeah, great job there from Hernandez. Got the ball on the ground in the gap for a base hit over to Sonora in left field as it just kind of trickled over and kept rolling, which gave Blythe the go-ahead to just keep turning the wheels, round third, and come on home.
And that's absolutely big. Putting the ball in play right there. That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but this is a fast infield. Good things happen when you put the ball in play. That's exactly what happened for Josh Hernandez. First base is taken inside, ball 1. The catcher, Jake Biscalou's, is our batter. With a runner over at first base, 2 down. The Power have taken a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Infield once again playing straight up. That ball's hit under the glove of Chesley, in there for a base hit. Another 2-out knock for the Power. Biscalou's delivers its first and second with 2 outs.
The Power definitely playing strong with 2 outs here. Keeping the ball on the ground, nothing up in the air as they're trying to just add on to this lead. Hernandez now on second, so it's going to be important here for Flores. First time we're seeing him all season long as well. So big play coming up for the second baseman.
Sebastian Flores, our second baseman tonight, he's digging in for his first plate appearance of the season with the Power. He did not play last night. He had 302 this past season for River City College in his freshman year. So he takes a breaking ball inside 1-0. As their starting shortstop, he led Riverside City College to its first state championship tournament appearance since 2008, and they won the title during Memorial Day weekend, their first one since 2007. So he's been in some big games. He's looking to get even more at bats this summer with the power.
And I definitely need a guy with that championship experience that can bring the power, that winning mentality. And Sebastian Flores is a guy that you love to see for the power.
This takes a breaking ball in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike. Blocked by Jack Collins behind the plate. Another chance for a 2-out RBI with a runner in scoring position. That ball's fouled back. Josh Hernandez over at second base for the power. Vazquez over at first base. Our count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another base hit should score Hernandez from second. Trying to make it 4-2. Power have answered back with 3 runs here in the first inning. And here's the 2-2. That ball's lined. Softly over the first base. Lunging attempt. Schneller makes the catch. That retires the side. 3 runs scored on 4 hits for the power. They've answered back and taken the lead. We'll go to the top of the second.
Baseball fans.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a long inning, and it's exactly what you want to see if you're a power fan. Power hitters forced Vazquez to throw 31 pitches that inning. He was throwing strikes, but the power were just hitting the ball, George.
Yeah, that's true. And you can see, Vazquez got 1 strikeout under his belt that inning, allowed 3 runs and 4 hits as well. And definitely a long inning for him there with 31 pitches. They're going to try to work his arm out and force the Legends to look at the bullpen and throw in some new pitchers.
Absolutely. Dom Moda is about set to start his second inning of work here on the night, our starting pitcher. Even with the 2 runs allowed, he only threw 20 pitches last inning, so he should still be feeling fresh. Now granted, he was sitting for a little while, George. Hopefully he's still sharp after that a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, with 20 pitches, and you're absolutely right. It was a long bottom of the first inning for him, so he was able to rest up his arm. Although he did allow 3 hits, 2 runs, he also had 2 strikeouts as well. Infield helped him out too as well, getting some good outs.
Moda said that ball is lined off the glove of Angel at third base. That's in there for a base hit. That ball is hit sharply by Olin Snakenborg, the 8th-hole hitter for the Legends. So the Legends have a base runner with nobody out here in the top of the second inning, and that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter Jack Collins, who's doing the catching behind the plate.
Now batting catcher Jack Collins.
Power will look to turn 2. Both middle infielders are pinched towards the second base bag. That pitch is cut and miss. Big swing there. No balls and 1 strike. Good pitch on the inside part from Moda.
Yeah, nice curveball there. Went up and down right on the inside bottom corner there. That's what you want to see from Dom Moda, who's one of your star pitchers here on the Power.
Angel even with the bag over at third base. Potentially be looking for a bunt. Collins does not square. He takes a breaking ball a little bit upstairs, 1-1. Legends scored 2 runs in their half of the first inning. The Power answered back with 3 of their own in the bottom half of the inning. Both teams recorded 4 hits. Runner on first base with nobody out in the top of the second for the Legends. As Moto throw over the first, keep the runner close. First time we've seen his move over the first base from the lefty.
Now Moda, his fastballs were hitting in the low 80s, 81, 82, 83 in the top of the first inning, and then you have his curveballs as well, high 60s. So he definitely is very versatile, throwing some off-speed pitches as well in the mix to really kind of mess with these batters that he's facing, especially as a lefty.
That pitch taken outside, 2 balls, 1 strike to Jack Collins at the plate.
Yeah, Collins, 6 foot 170, pretty good size catcher who's going to be behind the plate this evening for Long Beach.
Swing and a miss there from Collins on the fastball from Moda. Moda held the ball a little bit longer that time, trying to keep Snakenborg close at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count, and the lefty said he'll kick and deal. That pitch just outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You've seen that pitch called a couple times tonight. Sometimes it hasn't been called.
Yeah, just really painted that corner right there. Could be a 50-50 ball either way. Let's see if he goes back again and really starts testing the waters.
Full count pitch. Snakenborg does not go, and that pitch is taken upstairs, ball 4. Jack Collins reaches on the walk after a full count. And now we're back to the top of the order. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Shortstop C.J. Yogi coming back up. He struck out swinging his first plate appearance. Once again, the Power will look to turn 2. The outfield playing medium deep depth. And the first pitch. Fastball, once again, a little bit outside. Moda trying to find that outside part of the plate. He's missed a little bit with a couple.
Really trying to make Yogi extend his bat and really reach for the balls out there. But Yogi's kind of understanding Moda now. Coming up a second time, facing each other. They're going to know what, Moda really likes to throw as we're turning the page here.
Another pitch, close. Does not go the way of the Power. Moda trying to compose himself. He takes a little walk behind the mound. Couple deep breaths. Trying to settle back in. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Trying to control the damage. Here's a 2-0. That ball's hit sharply up the middle for a base hit. Taylor's up with it. Strong throw towards the plate on 1 hop. That'll hold the runner at third base. Strong showing from Robert Taylor. Charging that ball from center field and throwing a 1-hop strike to force the Legends to hold up Snakenborg at third base.
Yeah, bases loaded, no outs here in the top of the second inning. Going to be very interesting to see how Chesley places this ball here. With the Power infield really going to try to force that double play and try to create some room for them here, especially with no outs.
And now that'll bring Sawyer Chesley back up to the plate. He doubled down the third base line on a sharp ground ball his first time up. Here's the first pitch. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball. No balls, 1 strike. That's a good sign. Moda's able to get ahead in the count.
A beautiful evening here in Palm Springs, California. Just about 91 degrees. A little bit of wind as well coming in from the southeast. I mean, it can't get better than this. We got the Misters going here at Palm Springs Stadium. A lot of fans in attendance as well on this beautiful Saturday evening.
That's right. Feels a little bit cooler tonight. We had a pretty good breeze earlier. The flags look pretty calm right about now. And a few papers occasionally making some noise early. That 0-2 pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Bases loaded, nobody out. The Legends up to bat in the top of the second inning. Power trying to limit the damage. Mota kicks and deals. That pitch is in the dirt. It's going to get away. A run's going to score. Runners only move up 1 base. That'll go down as a wild pitch for Mota, you have to assume.
Yeah, and that ball got away from Biscaluz, took a hop, and he couldn't just find it in time. That's why run came to score. But good job from Biscaluz, able to get over towards the power dugout very quickly, sliding in fashion in order to stop another run from scoring.
Official scoring has come in. That will go down as a wild pitch. Biscaluz did all he could on that breaking ball. Breaking balls are a lot tougher to block, but they'll start to go in the opposite direction the way they're spinning once they hit the dirt. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Chesley. Breaking ball, good looking pitch, called a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mota and Biscaluz wanted that one. Power middle infielders are playing back. They'll concede a run to try and get an out. Corners are playing a little bit behind the bag. That ball's hit softly on the ground, and that'll be touched foul by Biscaluz. Biscaluz tried to let that ball roll a little bit, holding the runner at third to try and get the out at first, but that ball just stayed foul.
And no outs, 2 runners on here for the Legends. Power really going to try to get out of this hole, and as we're tied up at 3 apiece here.
Levine for the Power, playing relatively deep in left field. Now he comes in a few steps. All the other outfielders are pretty straight up. Swing and a miss. Another high fastball. Chesley goes down swinging. A big out right there for the Power. Out number 1 with runners on second and third.
Yeah, if you're Dom Mota, that's what you want here, especially after a wild pitch that brings in a run. It's all a mental game for pitchers on the mound. And for Dom Mota, that was definitely a must-need for him as he's looking to kind of retire the inning here with 1 out and 2 runners on.
And that's why he came out here. Try to battle, keep getting better. That's the case with every player. As Chaneller takes a breaking ball in there, strike 1.
You have CJ Broussard in the bullpen for Palm Springs, warming up, expecting to see him soon after a few innings. Palm Springs, they like to use a plethora of pitchers in the ball game, and we saw 4 yesterday from them as well.
Swing and a miss there on the breaking ball in the dirt by Chaneller. No balls, 2 strikes. Mota made him. Not seeing the ball too well from Mota right now is Chaneller. Made to look a little bit silly on that last pitch. Now here's the 0-2. Mota trying to limit the damage. Second and third, 1 out. Fastball just a little outside. That pitch a little further outside than some of the other ones he's wanted. But you have a couple to play with. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yamaviska and Flores still playing back. They'll concede another run to get the out. Here's the 1-2. Fastball way upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got to head in the count quickly on Chaneller. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch was pretty close on the outside part of the plate. 1-2 wasn't particularly close. George, I assume this is where you want your money pitch to be. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And I mean, we saw it last time with Chesley at the plate. A high fastball. Let's see if Mota goes with that again.
That pitch is lined sharply in the left field. It's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. Holding up at third. That ball is hit hard in the left field. The Legends take a 4-3 lead here in the top of the second inning. Still runners on first and third. Ryan Guerrero will dig in. With runners on first and third, he singled his last at bat in the first inning. He also scored a run in the first. Here's the first pitch from Moda. First pitch swinging, fouls that ball straight back. George, wonder how many people parked in the lot behind us.
Hopefully, Evan, you did not park back there because you got a nice car.
Oh, much appreciated, man. I moved my car.
That's good.
You would need it, same spot as last night. You'd have to hit a shot down the right field line, probably a foul shot about 400 feet in order to hit my car. As the 0-1's taking a little bit outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Moda's nibbling a little bit on that outside part of the plate.
Yeah, very tight strike zone here from home plate umpire Stuart Gibbs, as he's really trying to force Moda to work inside more. However, Dom really likes to work the outside and paint the corners.
Next pitch from Moda. That ball falls down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Power still only 1 pitch away from getting out of it. They could still turn a double play. Blythe playing pretty shallow in right field. The other outfielders still straight up. 2 runs scored by the Legends so far in the second inning to take a 4-3 lead. Here's the 2-1 from Moda. Fastball upstairs, took a couple of looks over at Hank Chaneller at first base, trying to keep him close, preserve the double play. But he's fallen behind 3 balls and 1 strike.
And runners on the corners, 1 out. Moda just trying to get out of this funk of an inning right now with 2 runs coming in here in the top of the second inning, giving the Long Beach Legends the 1-run lead, 4-3. And he's just really trying to retire it here.
3-1 is hit high in the air, first base side. Marcoux over foul territory, and he makes a nice play right on the fence. He makes the catch as he finds the fence. Big out there for the Power. There's 2 away here in the top of the second.
Great job from Marcoux. That ball was sent high into the air. Luckily here in Palm Springs, sun slowly starting to set, so he didn't get blinded by the sun there. But able to kind of reach out, find where he is on the field, and that was just perfect there from Marcoux to get the second out. Runners still on the corners here, but if you're Dom Moda, a little bit of breathing room here and a little sigh of relief.
That's right. Now it's left to Eric Berkel. He singled his first time up. Here's the first pitch, taken outside, ball 1. CJ Broussard continues to warm up in the bullpen. Right now, he's just talking to the pitching coaches. Looks like he's just waiting right now. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Moda on the mound facing Eric Berkel at the plate. Up buzz on the ground, shortstop. Nice play by, I was just about to say nice play Yamaviska, who's going to flip to Flores at second base, but he ended up kicking it. CJ Yogi crosses the plate to score. An unearned run, it's 5-3 Legends.
And that was just a tough break there from Yamaviska. Wishing he can get that one back as he just bobbled it on the carryover from the glove into his hand as he wanted to flip that one up to Flores. Costly error for them, which brings in a run.
I was just about ready to mark down 6-4 in my scores book. But now it's Vazquez, the pitcher. Runners on first and second, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Second error of the night for the Power. That pitch is upstairs. The way the night's shaking out, we could have a lot of runs scored and a lot of hits.
Yeah, both teams really hitting the ball well. It's just right now for the Power trying to get out of this inning.
Here's the next pitch from Moda. That ball is hit foul down the right field line, out of play. Relatively short leads right now from both of the base runners. You would think they'd get good secondary leads trying to score on a hit. Taylor's playing relatively deep in center, but we saw his strong arm a little bit earlier to prevent a run from scoring earlier in the inning. Corner outfielder still playing medium deep. Here's next pitch. That ball's fouled straight back. Another 2-strike count for Mota. Trying to put one more hitter away. Could be his last inning of the night. Hard to say.
Yeah, the Power like to use many pitchers. We saw it last night. About 4 pitchers they used throughout the entire ball game. I mean, Don Mota's done really well on the mound. Struggled a little bit this inning, but kind of slowly starting to pick it back up as well. Kind of like how we saw him in the top of the first.
That ball's hit towards the hole. Yamaviska makes the play. He'll go the short way over to Angel at third. Now there's the third out of the inning. And we're back. Power are ready to take their hacks in the bottom of the second inning. Trying to answer back once again. 3 runs scored by the Legends to take a 5-3 lead after the Power initially took a 3-2 lead in their half of the first inning. Trying to pick up Don Mota. So that ball's lined in the right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. First pitch swinging is Rich Yamaviska, the shortstop. After making an error in the last inning, he's looking to make amends, and he delivers with a single to lead off the bottom of the second.
And that's what you want to see, especially from your 9-hole batter, Yamaviska. And, turning the page now, top of the order with Angel batting now. These are your power hitters right here who are going to get on base and hit the ball strong and put the Power in scoring position. So great job from Yamaviska really setting the tone here in the bottom of the second.
Anthony Angel checks his swing, called a strike on the pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Angel walked his first time up in the first inning. He's been a tough out so far in the first game last night and so far this evening. Looking to keep the rally going. That breaking ball's upstairs. Isaiah Vazquez pitching his second inning so far for the Legends. He's coming back out after allowing 3 runs in the bottom half of the first inning. Middle infielders looking to turn 2. That ball's lined into center field, a base hit. Yamaviska stops at second. He had to freeze to make sure that ball got down. It's first and second, nobody out, and the Power are back in business.
Yeah, with Yamaviska in scoring position, it looked like he wanted around second after that hit, but kind of stopped in his tracks a little bit. But he's still in scoring position on second with Taylor at the plate. He had a really strong bottom of the first inning.
Taylor is due up. He delivered a hit his first time up. He scored one of the 3 runs in the first inning. Now with a chance to drive in a run or two. That pitches it towards the gap in right center field. Buckle's able to make the catch in the alleyway. Tagging up is Yamaviska. He'll go to third. The ball was hit well by Taylor, but it's a productive at-bat nonetheless. Runners on first and third now.
1 out, runners on the corners with Yamaviska 90 feet away from home. I mean, it's a deep outfield here at Palm Springs Stadium. 350 down the line and then 400 dead center. If that ball can get up in the air and it can sit for a little bit, I mean, it's good for the runners, though, to tag up and putting them in scoring position.
And now it's Noah Blythe. Takes a pitch inside. He delivered an RBI single his first at bat. That ball grounder out to second base. Ended up taking a crazy hop on the lip of the grass into center field. That pitch hit hard into right field. A base hit. Noah Blythe stays hot. Yamaviska crosses the plate. It's 5-4 Ledges now. The Power have answered back once again.
Evan, this is going to be a back and forth game, so buckle up, fans, those who are tuning in. But Noah Blythe having himself a great game, 2 for 2 thus far. But you could see, hit that opposite field. He hesitated a little bit at home plate, stayed there for just a second, thinking it might be in foul territory, but trickled right down the right field line into fair territory in the right field.
The big lefty hitting in the cleanup spot for the Power, Noah Marcoux, takes a pitch on the outside part of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Struck out his first time up with runners in scoring position. Another chance for him here in the second inning. That pitch is chopped slowly foul down the first base side. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Marcoux.
Marcoux on that last pitch just got the top of the ball on that. That's why it chopped foul. But I mean, if he can create some solid contact, that's going down through the gap for a base hit.
Another foul ball from Marcoux on the 0-2 pitch.
And swung a little late there on that pitch again. Off in foul territory. Long at bat here for him, but he's aggressive at the plate. That's what you like to see with 1 out and runners in scoring position.
Anthony Angel over at second base for the Power. Noah Blythe on first base after delivering an RBI single. Second hit of the night. And it's Marcoux. The 0-2 pitch. Might have broken his bat out to shortstop. There's 1. And there's 2. A double play. 6-4-3. That will retire the side. But the Power do answer back with a run of their own, cutting the lead in half. It's 5-4 Legends as we go to the top of the third. All right, we are back. The Power have a new pitcher on the mound. CJ Broussard will pitch here in the top of the third inning. And that finishes the line for Dom Mota. 5 runs allowed for Mota through 2 innings of work.
Yeah, along with that, the 2 innings pitched allowed 6 hits, 5 runs. and also had 3 strikeouts as well. Pretty productive first few innings for Dom Mota, one of those big guys you want to look out for on the mound, the lefty.
Now C.J. Broussard played at Cal State Los Angeles for his college playing days. Drafted by the Twins in the 22nd round. In 2017, played a couple of years in Elizabethton. Now he's playing for the Power. Getting some work, getting some innings here in the 2022 summer collegiate baseball season.
Yeah, C.J. Broussard definitely has an array of pitches. Got a really nice four-seam fastball that can hit the low 90s as well. And then his changeup mid-70s, and then his curveball high 60s. So he can definitely has a lot in his back pocket, and he's like a magician on the mound.
Absolutely. He'll look to try and quiet the bats of the Legends after scoring 5 runs through the first 2 innings. They'll face the 7, 8, and 9 hole hitters, bottom of the order.
Now batting for the Legends, left fielder
George Sonora will come back up to lead us off in the top of the 3rd inning. Grounded out to second base, his first plate appearance. And the first pitch. A bit of an indecision on that first swing there, but strike 1 nonetheless.
Good first pitch there from Broussard. Really going to give that confidence going on throughout, especially with that first pitch being a strike.
Broussard coming in right over the top as that pitch is fouled back to the right side. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Straight looking fastball coming straight over the top on these first 2 pitches.
Yeah, that four-seam fastball can be lethal for any batter facing C.J. Broussard, as those can hit high 80s, low 90s.
There's a breaking ball just a little bit upstairs. Goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bit of a smaller strike zone. Sonora standing at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Right to the big Broussard. Breaking ball swung on and missed. That looked nasty from up here. 4 pitches. Sonora goes down swinging. There's 1 away here in the top of the 3rd.
And that's how you want to start off the inning after a pretty tough top of the 2nd inning, as the Legends are able to score 3 runs. C.J. Broussard looking to leave him scoreless here after his first strikeout.
And now it's the 8-hole hitter, Olin Snakenborg. Singled his first at bat. He eventually came around to score in the 2nd inning. So he takes a pitch outside the strike zone. 1 ball, no strikes. 8 men came to the plate last inning. So that ball skied out short right field. Flores out. Blythe comes in. It's Flores who makes the catch over his shoulder. Made it look routine. There's 2 away, just like that.
Good communication there between Flores and Blythe. As if they didn't really communicate well, it could have been ugly for the Powers. That would have dropped between them. But luckily for Broussard and company, 2 outs here, nobody on. Exactly what you want to see to leave out a scoreless inning.
Now it's the 9-hole hitter, Jack Collins. Drew a walk his first at bat. He came around to score in the 2nd. First pitch from Broussard. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. Broussard gets ahead of another batter here in the top of the 3rd inning. He's made quick work of his first 2 hitters. He kicks and deals. Another breaking ball. Ooh. Wow. Upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's another, I'd say it's a smaller strike zone. 5 feet 10 inches tall. That's not far off from about how tall I am. Players are a lot bigger when you're up close to them. Big swing and a miss right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball on the inner part of the plate. I like seeing Broussard coming inside without hesitation there, George.
Yeah, he's not afraid at all. Whether it's a 4-seam fastball or 2-seam fastball, he'll get that in the strike zone within the high 80s. And leaving swingers just spinning around in circles.
The 1-2, that's a fastball outside. Broussard reared back with a little bit extra on that one. That evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Power infield has been playing straight up the entire inning so far. The outfield a little bit more shallow for the bottom part of the order. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball and a called strike 3. Collins goes down looking. The Legends go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Good inning there from C.J. Broussard, and the Power will come back up to bat.
For golf resorts.
And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 3rd inning. 5-4, Legends is our score. Both teams have swung the bats well so far. But C.J. Broussard came in last inning, 1-2-3, just like that, made it look really easy.
Yeah, that was definitely huge after a tough top of the 2nd inning that resulted in 3 runs for the Legends. With the Power looking to capitalize now, down a run, as they're looking to either take the lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
And it'll be Landon Levine stepping in. Grounded out on a high chopper to 3rd base his last time up, but he did drive in a run from 3rd base with less than 2 outs. First pitch swing is Levine. That's popped up foul territory. Over Chaneller, that ball is just out of play.
Yeah, Chaneller trying to be a little bit like Marcoux there, who had a great grab in foul territory right up against the wall, but it was just a little too foul and outside of the field of play.
You know, George, it's underrated, but I saw some really good teamwork right there from the Power. Levine broke his bat, tossed it back to the bench in one motion, and I saw it was Anthony Angel, our 3rd baseman, quickly there to toss him a new bat. And now he's ready to dig in for the 0-1. Up ball's grounded, 3rd base side, that'll go foul. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes after 2 foul balls from Levine. Isaiah Vazquez beginning his 3rd inning of work for the Long Beach Legends. So far allowing 4 runs, excuse me. That ball's out to shortstop. And just able to hold the bag is Chanel. That was a wide throw from Yogi over at shortstop. But nonetheless, there's one away.
Now the Power dugout not too happy with that call. They thought Chaneller might have, when he was really extending there to grab the ball, might have got his foot off the bag. It looked very close from up here, Evan. But, I mean, the call stands from Sam Griffith.
It was
out in the
absolutely
field.
close. He was right on it, too. He was right there to see it. And now it's Josh Hernandez. Hernandez singled through the hole on the left side his first time up. So he takes another ball outside, 2-0. Hernandez able to work ahead in the count. Here with one out in the bottom of the third inning. Swinging on the 2-0, that's fouled out of play on the left field line. That's into the a very populated part of the parking lot, George, where a lot of cars could be.
Man, it's a great night here at Palm Springs Stadium. It's kids' night here. You got a bouncy house on the concourse. It's so much fun here as well. I mean, Palm Springs Stadium, a historical stadium. Angels played here years and years ago for spring training. So definitely a historic ballpark.
That's right. All kids 12 and under get in for free on Saturday night, kids' night. Here's the 2-1 from Vazquez to Hernandez. That ball's hit out towards the gap in left center field. Sonora back. Ends up getting a beat on. He puts it away. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. A nice looking swing from Josh Hernandez. But that's the second out nonetheless.
Good contact there from Hernandez. It had Sonora backing up a little bit as well. He was playing shallow left field and still was able to make the grab. 2 outs, nobody on now.
Wind might have knocked that ball down a little bit too. I see the flags are starting to pick up, blowing from left to right out there in the ballpark. Now it's Biscoluz. Swings the first pitch. That ball's popped up. Foul territory. Collins back. And that ball's out of play into the bleachers, surprising a few fans in the process. Well, the wind might have hurt Hernandez, but the wind might have helped the catcher Jake Biscoluz right here pushing that ball out of play. Instead of a potential pop out, it's only a no ball, 1 strike count. Biscoluz singled his first at bat in the first inning, helping to key that 3-run rally. Here's the 0-1 from Vazquez. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to the count. The corner infielders take a couple steps back, no longer have to worry about the bunt. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball. Good hold from Biscoluz. They check it over the first. No swing. Didn't come close to a swing.
Yeah, I don't know why Collins was kind of hesitant on that one, who's the catcher for the Legends. Looked over at Sam Griffith over at first, asking if Biscoluz swung on that one, but it wasn't even close.
1 ball, 2 strike the count. Vazquez kicks and deals. High fastball swung on and missed by Biscoluz. 1-2-3, go the power here in the bottom of the third inning. Top of the fourth coming up next. Maybe we'll see some more of C.J. Broussard on the mound.
Welcome back to historical Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser here. Top of the fourth, also top of the order. Yogi, the shortstop for the Legends, stepping in the batter's box now. CJ Broussard still on the mound for the Power. And as he had a really strong top of the third inning, striking out two of the batters in a quick 1-2-3 inning, leaving the Legends scoreless. Broussard, that pitch going to be down low for ball one. Yogi 1 for 2 in the ball game. Had a base hit in the top of the second and also was able to score a run as well.
And you know, George, that scoreless inning going 1-2-3 was exactly what the Power needs. So that should be a quick first out. Marco putting away 3 unassisted on the ground ball to first base. They absolutely needed it. Moda was around the plate, absolutely was getting ahead of hitters, but they were hitting him around a little bit. A couple mistakes in the field behind him, but ultimately Legends were getting good swings, and that led to them putting 5 runs up in the first 2 innings.
One quick out here is Chesley stepping in the batter's box. Chesley, right-hand batter, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Most recently struck out top of the second inning. As that's going to go right down Main Street for strike 1. Nobody on here, top of the fourth inning. Legends had the 5-4 lead over the Power, as it's been a back-and-forth ball game the first few innings. As that's a breaking ball there from Broussard, going to go right inside, strike 2. Chesley going to watch that one go right by him.
That breaking ball has looked really good so far from Broussard. He's spinning it nicely, he's throwing it for a strike, and he's gotten some swings on it too.
Here's the 0-2. As that's going to be fouled back. Chesley getting just a tip of the bat there. Going to foul that one back behind home plate. 1 out, nobody on, with Schneller on deck for the Legends.
So far, just watching the top of this order, George, these swings have looked a lot different. Whoa!
And as a pitch that just got behind Chesley there, he had a duck out of the way. That ball just slipped right out of the hands of Broussard. Not the pitch he wanted, as he just kind of released it a tad too early. That resulted in that pitch going right behind the head.
Now, granted, that was a breaking ball, George, but that's going to rattle your cage regardless.
Here's a 1-2 kick. Another high inside pitch from Broussard, now making the count 2-2.
Yeah, it's just one of those. He needs to try and get that feel back on his breaking ball. He threw some excellent breaking balls his first inning of work, and even to CJ Yogi. Maybe we'll see a fastball here.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. As, oh, that one was very close.
This Goose wanted that one.
Yeah, fans kind of oohing and ahhing as well, thinking that would have been strike 3. Regardless, full count coming up for Chesley. 1 out, nobody on here. Top of the fourth inning. Legends up 5-4.
Now look, if you're Chesley, a 3-2 count, I'd set out for a fastball.
As that one's going to be foul tipped. As Chesley still staying alive at the plate. Aggressive here between the righty and righty duel right here.
Chesley's shown so far this at bat. He has not been able to get to Broussard's fastball. I would expect to see another one again.
Full count coming up for Chesley. He's playing over at third this evening. As that's going to be ball number 4. Another high inside pitch. As that's going to be the first walk under Broussard.
Tried to go back to the breaking ball with that full count pitch. I don't blame him for it, trying to mix it up. But 3 breaking balls in that last at bat. He just didn't get a good grip on them, didn't have quite the same feel as did earlier, and they missed inside and up in the zone.
Schneller at the plate. He's also 1 for 2. Has a base hit in the top of the second inning. Was able to make his way over to second. Nothing more than that as he was left stranded. 1-0 count coming up for Schneller.
As the Power look to turn 2, we get to see Broussard work out of the stretch the first time in this outing.
A check back over to first. Chesley safe there. 1 out, 1 runner on for Long Beach. Schneller struck out in the top of the first inning. That's when Dom Moda was on the mound. It's going to be the second inning we've seen CJ Broussard. Here's a pitch from him. going to be up high. And Schneller up in the count 2-0 now with 1 out. With a 2-0 count like this, Evan, what are you expecting to see from Schneller? Definitely an aggressive batter.
Yeah, we are at the 3-hole hitter here. That ball's fouled straight back. Broussard went with a fastball. So far, he's had the most command with his fastball in this inning, but especially the middle of the order coming up, you want to see him try to get command back of that breaking ball because he's going to need to mix it up with some of these middle of the order hitters who have had some good swings tonight.
2-1 count coming up for Schneller. 1 out, 1 runner on with Guerrero on deck for the Legends. Chesley with a 2-stride lead. Hard hit ball up over into right field. Blythe backing up, able to get underneath that one for the 2nd out of the inning.
I tell you what, George, that ball just looked like it died up there in the night. I mean, it's warm out here. The wind's blowing a little bit, but nothing crazy out there. Ball has not traveled particularly well the past 2 nights. It's been a surprise to me, given how little water is in the air out here, very dry in the desert. Very surprising.
Yeah, that ball got a lot of hang time up there, letting Blythe really kind of situate himself over in right field. There's a pitch from Broussard. Going to be fouled off. 0-1 count coming up for Guerrero. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Most recently lined out over to Marco on first. But he also has a base hit in the top of the 1st inning, was able to score a run as well. One of the 2 runs in the top of the 1st for the Legends. That pitch from Broussard going to get inside for strike 2. 0-2 count coming up for Guerrero. Crowd liking that one.
That was a good-looking breaking ball right there. Broussard chose a good time to find that breaking ball again to get ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 count, 2 outs, 1 runner on here. Top of the 4th inning. Broussard looking to shut it out here. Hard hit ball over to right center. Taylor getting underneath that one for out number 3.
Nice running play there by Taylor.
As that's going to retire the side, leaving Chesley the lone runner on. As we're now going to transition to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's going to be Flores, Yamaviska, and Angel. The 3 due up next for the Power when we return. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. George Hather alongside Evan Schmeiser here. Bottom of the 4th inning. As the Long Beach Legends have a 1-run lead, 5-4 over the Palm Springs Power. New pitcher on the mound for the Legends, Nathaniel Tapia, Long Beach City College. Standing at 5'9", 180 on the mound. The first batter he's going to face is second baseman Flores. Flores going to hit that one up over Snakenberg's head, as that's going to be a base hit for him. His first one of the season for Palm Springs. And a strong start there from Flores with Tapia on the mound.
You know, I tell you, Joy, that's another low line drive right there. The past 2 nights, the hitters that have been rewarded so far, the ones that hit low line drives, hard ground balls. It's very dry and hot out here. The infield's been very fast. Those balls up in the air, they've been dying on this night sky and this very deep ballpark.
Yamaviska, the shortstop, now at the plate for Palm Springs. 1 for 1 in the ball game, has a base hit and was also able to score a run. As Tapia going to check back over on first. Yamaviska, one of the 4 runs scored for Palm Springs, came in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here's a pitch from Tapia, going to be down low in the dirt. Collins able to keep the ball in front of him. 0-1 count coming up. 1-0 count coming up for Yamaviska. No outs, 1 runner on for Palm Springs. And they're looking to tie it up here, bottom of the 4th inning.
Runner on first base, 9-hole hitter up. Sounds like runs to me, George.
Here's a 1-0 pitch from Tapia. And Flores going to go steal second.
Good base running right there. You know, he didn't have the biggest lead in the world. Flores only stole a couple bases this past season, but he got a tremendous secondary lead. He timed up the pitcher really, really nicely. And that ball didn't get too far away, George, but he made that look easy getting into second base.
Yeah, Flores going to go steal second off the pass ball there. 2-0 count coming up for Yamaviska. No outs. Flores in scoring position on second, the tying run. Bottom of the 4th inning. Tapia, here's a pitch. And it's be swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, that's one of those little things that you may not always see right away in a box score. That's probably going to go down as a wild pitch. That ball hit the dirt. But especially at the Power and other good coaches, they'll remember great base running like that.
Is that pitch going to get away from Collins? Well, Flores going to go stay on second.
He thought about it.
He certainly did. He's quick on his feet. He had a pretty sizable lead over on second. But it's going to be a 3-1 count coming up for Yamaviska, the shortstop this evening for Palm Springs. 1 for 1 in the ball game. Looking to keep the hitting streak alive here. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and that's going to be ball number 4. He's going to get a free base there.
That's the last thing you want if you're the Legends. You're asking for trouble, putting 2 guys on, nobody out, and you have the top of the order coming up here with Anthony Angel.
Angel, the third baseman. 1 for 2 in the ball game. He walked in the bottom of the 1st, able to score a run, and then in the bottom of the 2nd, he's also able to have a base hit as well. He's certainly one of those big hitters for Palm Springs. Here's a pitch from Tapia that's going to go in right down Main Street, strike 1. Angel at the plate now with 2 runners on. That's Flores on second, Yamaviska on first. No outs.
Looked like a bit of a flatter breaking ball there, moving left to right from the righty.
As Angel going to foul that one back over the right field line and onto the concourse. 0-2 count coming up for him here with Taylor, center fielder, on deck for Palm Springs.
We've seen 2 breaking balls so far in this at bat, going to a quick 0-2 count. Wonder what Tapia will come with next.
Here's a pitch from Nathaniel Tapia, as that's going to be ripped in right down the right field line, fouled off.
That was a good-looking swing right there on an 0-2 count. Looked like Angel saw that fastball coming a mile away.
Angel staying alive at the plate, being aggressive. One of the things he does well. We saw him do it a lot last night, staying aggressive at the plate. 0-2 count coming up for Angel, a third baseman. 1 for 2 in the ball game, as that's going to be down low, ball 1.
Looked like Angel saw that ball really well out of Tapia's hand. After the 0-2 fastball, he hit foul. He went with a breaking ball outside in the dirt, and Angel just spit on it.
No outs, 2 runners on. 1-run ball game here, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be down and away. Angel going to go over to third, and Yamaviska safe there.
Great
as
base
Angel
running
struck
once
out.
again from Flores. Really, really good base running. Snap throw over the first base, but they let Flores get a huge secondary, and he went with no hesitation to give us a runner on third base with less than 2 outs.
One out, Taylor, the center fielder. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Has a base hit in the bottom of the first inning. Also scored a run as well. One out, runners on the corners for Palm Springs, looking to tie it up. There's a pitch from Tapia as Flores going to come in to score, and we have ourselves a tie ball game here in the bottom of the fourth inning as Flores coming in to score. Yamaviska over on second, and as they're looking to take the lead here with Taylor at the plate.
And you know what? Flores created that run all by himself. He singled to start off the inning just over the second baseman's head, took second on a close wild play, took third on a throw down to first, got a bit of a late jump on the wild pitch. That's a tough angle though, and the ball's going to the catcher's right. Wanted to be sure, but he made it in easily.
1-0 count. Here's a pitch from Tapia, and that's going to be swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1 count. Coming up for Taylor, the center fielder. 1 out, 1 runner on. Yamaviska over on second. Here's a pitch, as that's going to be popped up into the air in a shallow right. As that is going to be out number 2. As Berkel getting underneath that one. 2 outs though. Runner in scoring position. It's the right fielder, Noah Blythe. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Noah Blythe has been hot this ball game. 2 for 2 in the ball game. Also has a run as well. That came in the bottom of the first inning. And it's a huge at-bat here for the right fielder.
You know, George, we'll see how this at-bat goes here with Blythe, but that wild pitch is looming large right now. Would have been awfully tough to try to score Flores on a fly ball that shallow.
As that's going to be popped up into the air in the shallow right. Schneller getting underneath that one as Snakenberg comes in. That's going to retire the inning. But the Power able to score a run as well. As we're tied up at 5 apiece here going in the top of the 5th inning. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser. You don't want to miss it as it's getting a good ball game here. Welcome back, top of the 5th inning. Tied up at 5 apiece here at Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser here. New pitcher on the mound for the Power is Carson Phillips. And CJ Broussard's final stat line of the night, 2 innings pitched, about 28 pitches, 17 strikes, 0 hits, 0 runs, and 2 strikeouts for him. Very productive for him on the mound, as Phillips have some big shoes to fill as well on the mound, as they're looking to have a scoreless inning here.
That was absolutely an impressive 2 innings from Broussard. You can see why he was drafted out of college into the Twins system.
Berkel at the plate. Going to be the first batter that Phillips is going to face here in the top of the 5th inning. Berkel 1 for 2 in the ball game. Most recently, in the bottom of the second, made it over to first off of an error. As that pitch there from Phillips going to be down low inside, ball 1.
It's good life on that fastball from Phillips. Looks like a little bit more of a three-quarter delivery. Snaps the ball from behind his head.
Pitch from Phillips going to be right inside. Strike 1. 1-1 count coming up for Berkel. He singled in the top of the first inning, was able to make his way to second, nothing more than that. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. As that's going to be fouled off, making now 1-2. Vazquez on deck for Long Beach. As we have ourselves a really good ball game here in the top of the 5th inning, tied up at 5 apiece after Flores, the bottom of the 4th, is able to score the lone run for Palm Springs. Here's a 1-2 pitch, as that's going to get Berkel looking for strike number 3 and out number 1. A good outing there from Phillips for his first batter.
Berkel did not look comfortable during any part of that at bat. Even the fastball he took looked like he didn't even see it coming. That breaking ball looked like he didn't see it coming at all. Honestly, Phillips might be hiding the ball really, really well with that snapping from behind his head.
As that's going to be fouled back behind home plate. 0-1 count coming up for Vazquez. He was the starting pitcher for Long Beach Legends. Here in the ballgame now, he's a designated hitter. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame, has a base hit in the first inning, and then he also grounded out in the second. As that pitch going to be down low inside. 1-1 count with 1 out coming up for the designated hitter Vazquez. On deck, it's the left fielder Sonora for the Legends, tied up at 5 apiece here. Top of the 5th. Phillips delivers right on the outside. Going to be a 2-1 count as Biscaloos just try to frame that inside. It's going to be a 2-1 count, however, for Vazquez. With 1 out, nobody on. Here's a pitch. As that's going to be up high inside.
Similar looking pitch from the strike 3 called on Berkel. Looks like the wind has picked up once again, George. We're feeling a little bit here in the press box. The flags are going to be a little bit harder.
Here's a 3-1 from Phillips. Hard ball up over to second. That's going to get through the gap right underneath Flores for a base hit for Vazquez, his second one of the day.
Well, as has been the case most of the night for both teams, another ball hit hard, another base runner here in the top of the 5th inning.
George Sonora at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game, grounded out in the first and struck out in the third. He's a left fielder for Long Beach with 1 out, 1 runner on. Phillips on the mound. Here's a pitch. Popped up into the air over in the right center. Taylor getting underneath that one for the second out, and Vazquez going to stay where he is.
And Taylor saw that one so well off the bat. He had such a great jump. He had to cover a decent amount of ground, but like a jump like that and that kind of speed out there makes that play look very easy. It's 3 very nice plays that we've seen so far from Taylor tonight. 2 of them running the ball down and the 1 throw from medium deep center field to the plate.
Snakenborg at the plate, going to foul his first hit off over the right field line. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Also has a run as well. That came in the second inning when he had a base hit, and then he flew out in the third. 0-1 count coming up for him. 2 outs. Phillips trying to shut it out here in top of the 5th inning with the tie ball game at 5 apiece. Phillips delivers. Going to be upstairs. 1-1 count coming up for Snakenborg.
Good looking pitch right there. Didn't quite get the call to Phillips. The Snakenborg did not look comfortable taking that pitch. Didn't look like he saw it coming very well.
1-2 count coming up for Snakenborg here as he's consistently pitching his fastballs 89 to 91 here in this inning. Really solid pitcher for the Power, looking to have a scoreless inning here and get the offense back out. 1-2 count with 2 outs. 1 runner on for Long Beach. That's Vazquez over on first. Snakenborg at the plate, second baseman this evening. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Phillips. Going to be up high inside. A little bit of chin music there. It's going to be a 2-2 count.
That can set up a whole array of pitches now for this 2-2 count for Phillips. If he wants, he could go soft away, as we see Snakenborg maybe getting a little bit closer to the plate.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. That's going to be swing and a miss. Strike 3. Snakenborg going to go down swinging. That's going to retire the inning, leaving Vazquez a stranded runner on first. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still tied up at 5 apiece. It's going to be Marco, Levine, and Hernandez. The 3 due up next for Palm Springs when we return. Welcome back to historical Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser here. Bottom of the 5th inning in a tie ball game. After a scoreless inning. In the top of the 5th inning, Powers offense looking to get things going here with Marco, the first baseman, at the plate. As Tapia on the mound still for the Legends. Here's the pitch. Going to float that one right up and in. Breaking ball there, going to get in the strike zone. For an 0-1 count coming up from Marco. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Struck out in the 1st inning. In the 2nd inning, it was a double play.
And that was a slow curveball on that first pitch. It came back with something a little bit harder that second pitch. Marco looked like he saw it pretty well that time.
1-1 count coming up for Marco. Levine on deck. As that's going to be down low in the dirt. 2-1 count coming up for Marco. Good eye there from him.
Just from these 3 pitches, a good looking at bat so far for Marco. Looks like he's seen all 3 pitches very, very well from the left side of the plate. And I will see what he gets with him ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Tapia delivers. That's going to be inside, making it now 3-1 count from Marco. Good eye there from him. No need to be aggressive here at the plate as he's up the count.
Marco's seen that full arsenal, and now he's all set. Ahead in the count, 3 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 3-1 pitch. That's going to be chopped up right up over in the glove of Schneller. And the toss over to Tapia. Going to be in time for out number 1. As Levine stepping in the batter's box for Palm Springs, a left fielder. Grounded out twice. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Looking to get things going here. And it's a very crucial bottom of the 5th inning as the Power looking to break the tie here at 5 apiece.
Absolutely. You've had 3 great innings coming out of the bullpen so far from Broussard and Phillips. Now it's time for the Power to cash in on that. Try and take the lead, maybe even try to blow it open a little bit.
1-0 count coming up for Levine after that pitch from Tapia outside as he's going to pop this one up right over our heads as that's going to just hit the press box. And it's going to be a 1-1 count coming up for Levine. 1 out, nobody on.
Now I tell you, George, if no one saw that foul ball coming and you hear it off the press box, that can rattle your cages a little bit.
Going to be a 1-1 count for Levine with Hernandez on deck. Here's a pitch from Tapia as Levine going to foul that one off. Making it now a 1-2 count for him.
I tell you what, George, Landon Levine's out here for the summer. He's been swinging a lot. He's going to get his full set of hacks out here. He won't get cheated up there at the plate.
He's not afraid to hit at all. 1-2 count. Here's a pitch as he's going to chop that one up over to Yogi at short. And the throw over to Schneller is in time for out number 2. And it's 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still tied up at 5 apiece here at historical Palm Springs Stadium with Hernandez, a designated hitter. Josh Hernandez at the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. His only hit coming in the bottom of the 1st inning. He got a base hit there. 2 outs, nobody on here for the Power. Here's a pitch from Tapia as that's going to get away from Collins as it's going to be down low in the dirt for ball 1.
2 quick outs here so far for the Legends. Josh Hernandez had a very good swing tonight so far, recording 1 hit, trying to make something happen with 2 outs.
Here's a 1-0 pitch, make it 2-0 as that was upstairs. Good eye there from Hernandez.
Couple batters this inning, the Power have been able to work ahead in the count. Josh Hernandez looking to cash in.
2-0 as we chopped right up over to Tapia, not able
play.
to get the grab as he's going to be safe there, and Snackenberg going to keep that one in his back pocket. Hernandez getting his 2nd hit of the ball game with Biscaluz, the catcher this evening for Palm Springs.
That ball right off the glove of Tapia. Hernandez hit that ball sharply back towards the box, and absolutely no chance for Snackenberg to try to get him at first.
2 outs, 1 runner on for the Power. Biscaluz at the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Most recently, he struck out the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tapia on the mound for Long Beach. A check back over, not in time as Hernandez safe over. Two outs, 1 runner on. Here's the pitch. Gonna be down low in the dirt. Collins keeping the ball in front of him.
And this would be a very good potential base stealing opportunity here for the Power. They have a run at first, 2 outs. Worst case scenario, Biscaluz will lead off the inning. He's hit some balls hard the past 2 nights.
Here's a 1-0 pitch from Tapia as that's gonna go inside. 2-0 count coming up for Biscaluz after he just watched that one go right by him.
You know, after working ahead to a 2-ball, no-strike count, now I say, hold your spot at first base, let Biscaluz try to hit here.
Here's a 2-0 pitch, make it 3-0 as Biscaluz had to lean back on that pitch there with 2 outs, 1 runner on. Power looking to break the tie here at 5 apiece in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And I tell you, falling behind in the count here, George, Tapia's worked some 3-ball counts already, falling behind 3-0. That could be a recipe for troubles. That pitch is way outside.
That's going to be ball number 4. Biscaluz taking his free base. Going to put runners in scoring position with Hernandez on second. Brings up Flores, second baseman. And we saw him last inning. He was able to score the lone run in the inning to tie the game up at 5 apiece. Flores 1 for 2 in the ball game. Like I said, he had that single in the 4th inning, his first hit of the season for Palm Springs. With 2 outs, 2 runners on. Huge at-bat here from Flores. Tapia looking back at second, delivers. Pitch going to be upstairs, ball 1.
After starting that mini rally, and back in the bottom of the 4th inning for Flores, scoring that lone run in the inning, now he has a chance to drive in a big 2-out RBI to give the Power its 2nd lead of the night.
1-0 count coming up for Flores. Biscaluz on first, Hernandez on second. Here's a pitch, as that's going to be 1-1 count coming up for Flores.
I know that was a high fastball, probably out of the zone. It would have been ball 2, but that was a good-looking swing right there. That was like a very flat, even swing. That's a line drive swing right there.
1-1 count. Here's a pitch. Flores going to pop this one up over to foul territory. Berkel chasing that one, but it's going to go out of play. Runners going back to their bases as Flores still staying alive at the plate with a 1-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on here. Bottom of the 5th inning.
Once again, the elements proved to potentially be favorable for the Palm Springs Power. As that ball down the right field line just kept pushing further and further away from the right field buckle to go out of play, allowing Flores to have new life.
1-2 count. Here's the pitch. As that is going to get Flores looking for strike 3, and that's going to retire the inning, leaving Hernandez and Biscalou stranded on first and second. Going to be a scoreless inning as we're still tied up at 5 apiece, heading into the top of the 6th inning. When we return, it's going to be the 9-hole when we return. Welcome back to historic Palm Springs Stadium. Here for the top of the 6th inning, George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser, tied up at 5 apiece still, with Phillips on the mound for the Power. It's going to be Collins, the catcher, at the plate. Here's a windup and pitch from Phillips, as that's going to be a down in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count coming up for Collins, who's looking to get his first hit of the evening. However, he did walk in the 2nd inning and advance to score a run off a wild pitch. 1-0 count, make it 2-0 as that's down in the dirt from Phillips once again.
Yeah, Phillips worked a very, very impressive top of the 5th inning, striking out 2 batters. Now falling behind here, 2 balls, no strike. Look to make a couple key pitches to keep the leadoff batter from getting on.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. That's going to go inside for
That'll help.
2-1 count.
That was a great-looking breaking ball from up here. That was wicked.
With O'Hare on deck for the Legends. Excuse me, Yogi on deck for the Legends. 2-1 count. As a broken bat, and that's going to be a fair ball, as that's going down the left field line, as Collins going to make his way over to second off a double there for his first base hit of the evening.
You know, sometimes in baseball, it's better to be lucky than good. Absolutely shattered his bat right there. Wasn't it all that hard, but able to find a hole to record a leadoff extra base hit.
And that got right by Angel on that one, as that's going to be a double for Collins with Yogi. Yogi at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. His only hit came in the 2nd inning. He was also able to score One of the 5 runs for the Legends as well. Here we are, top of the 6th inning. Yogi, the shortstop for Long Beach. There's a pitch there, going to get inside for strike 1.
We also have a change in the field for the Power, now playing first base for Marco. It's number 10, Joey Mazzetti.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Going to be just downstairs in the basement for a 1-1 count.
Mazzetti, big 6'4", right-handed first baseman, playing for Colorado State Pueblo.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Going to be down low inside, making it now a 2-1 count for Yogi. On deck, it's Stevens. Here's a 2-1. That's right inside, right in the middle for a 2-2 count. No outs. Collins, the lone runner on. He's on second base in scoring position, looking to break the tie after 3 straight scoreless innings. 2-2 count coming up for Yogi. Here's a pitch.
Ooh, close.
Gonna be full count now coming up for Yogi.
Those are 2 good-looking fastballs in a row. The one that gets strike 2, while that one called the ball to make the count go full. That was another good-looking fastball.
Full count. There's the pitch. As that's going to be strike 3, it's going to get away from Biscaluz.
Oh, wait. Biscaluz doesn't realize. Wow, that's a break for the Power.
Yeah, huge break there. Luckily, Phillips was able to communicate with Biscaluz there to throw it over to Mazzetti over at first to be the first out.
Yes, that was a called third strike looking. Yogi just assumed he was out at first. Biscaluz, little surprised he assumed he was out. Took Yogi a while to realize he had to run the first. That gave Biscaluz just enough time to record the out. But that also allows Collins to move up to third on that pass ball.
Yeah, Collins only 90 feet away from home. There's a pitch there from Phillips, right inside, strike 1.
That draws the infield in for the Power. All 4 infielders in right at the grass, trying to cut off a run at the plate. Runs have been tougher to come by for both teams as the bullpens have come in and limited the damage.
Stevens going to watch that one go upstairs. 1-1 count with 1 out, 1 runner on. 5-5 ball game here, top of the 6th inning. Phillips on the mound for Palm Springs. Here's a pitch. I mean, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch there from Phillips. Breaking ball, got right underneath the bat of Stevens, making it now a 1-2 count.
That's a big one. Getting ahead 1-2. Phillips can go to any part of his arsenal right now. He has a couple pitches to play with.
Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3.
That's a way to pick up your team. That's a big strikeout right there. The infielders can now move back, play at normal depth with 2 outs.
Phillips and company looking to get out of this inning here with Collins on third. He's looking to break the tie here as O'Hare at the plate for Long Beach with 2 outs. First time we're seeing him here in the ball game. As he's going to crack that one up and over and making the leaving grab over at first is Mazzetti, and that's going to retire the inning, leaving Collins, the lone runner, on third. And we're still tied up at 5 apiece here going in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's going to be Yamaviska, then the top of the order when we return.
you see any other new guys?
Welcome back to historic Palm Springs Stadium. Bottom of the 6th inning, still tied up at 5 apiece. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser here has now batting for the Palm Springs Power. It's going to be the shortstop, Yamaviska. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He had a base hit and scored a run in the 2nd inning and then was walked in the 4th. Was able to make his way over to 2nd, nothing more than that. As a Power looking to break the tie here and take the lead for the 2nd time this ball game. Last time they had the lead was when they were up 3-2 going in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's a pitch from Tapia. That's going right inside, strike 1.
This could be a golden chance for the Power to try to do some damage. You have 9, 1, and 2 coming up. All 3 of these guys have been swinging the bats very, very well at the bottom and the top of the order.
As that's a hard hit ball down
that?
the left field line over the head of Stevens. That's going to be a base hit for Yamaviska. Strong start here. Just what you want to see if you're Palm Springs with Yamaviska getting on base. An Angel now, the leadoff hitter for Palm Springs, a third baseman.
You realize now, George, we need these guys to prove me right, saying that this could be our time for a big inning.
It certainly can be. Angel, he's 1 for 3 in the ball game, scored 1 run as well. That came in the 1st inning. Most recently, he struck out. No outs, 1 runner on. Here's a pitch from Tapia, and that's going to be a breaking ball right up inside. It's going to be ball 1 as it was a little high.
Tapia did not look too comfortable throwing that pitch. Almost looked like he grimaced a little bit after throwing that breaking ball. And it definitely did not get a good grip on it. Woof.
The check back over to first. Yamaviska safe over there, no outs. Here, bottom of the 6th inning. So we're tied up at 5 apiece. Top of the order with Angel at the plate.
It's a good lead right there from Yamaviska.
As Angel going to pop this one up high into the air, into right center.
Pretty well hit.
Berkel getting underneath that one. Excuse me, that was Guerrero who was able to get the grab there over in right center. Going to be 1 out. As Yamaviska still safe over at first and not tag up.
And, you know, that could have been a long home run in a lot of different ballparks. Angel put a charge into that ball into the alley in right center field. That just died up there in this night sky, especially with just how deep it is in those power alleys.
1 out, 1 runner on here for Palm Springs. Tapia on the mound for Long Beach Legends. Here's a pitch. As that's going to get inside. Good framing there from Collins. Get that call to strike with Taylor at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. His only hit came in the bottom of the 1st inning when he scored a run. Other than that, he flew out over to Berkel in right field both other times, as he's going to foul that one back behind home plate, making an 0-2 count coming up for him with Blythe on deck for Palm Springs.
Yeah, quickly falling behind 0-2 in the count is Taylor. He's going to need the battle right here. Maybe foul some pitches off. Try and put that ball in play. Maybe find a hold.
0-2 count, 1 out, 1 runner on. Here's a pitch. He's swinging a miss, strike 3. As Taylor going to go down swinging on that one for the 2nd out, the bottom of the 6th inning. The right fielder, Noah Blythe. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Certainly needed some momentum here with Yamaviska, the lone runner on. He has singled in the 1st inning, also scored a run there. Here's the pitch from Tapia, going to be outside, ball 1. And he also has a single in the 2nd inning as well.
Bit of a shorter lead on that first pitch there from Yamaviska over at first base. Once again with 2 outs, wonder if it's a good time to try to take second base.
Here's a 1-0 pitch, as that is going to be fair. As Stevens going to keep that one in his back pocket. As we now have runners in scoring position. That's Yamaviska over on second. Blythe going to get his third single of the day with 2 outs. As it's going to be number 10, Mazzetti at the plate.
Now batting for the power.
And, that was a good play right there over at third base from Sawyer Chesley. Just put that ball in your pocket. You had no chance of recording it out anywhere.
And Mazzetti filling in for Marco, who was 0 for 3 in the ball game. Mazzetti trying to have an RBI here, bringing in Yamaviska with 2 outs. An tie ball game here, bottom of the 6th inning. Tapia on the mound for Long Beach. Here's the pitch. That's going to be away. Collins had to get up to grab that one as it was out and away. For a 1-0 count.
It's a nice way to first enter the game, George. Mazzetti made a terrific diving play to end the potential rally out in the field. Now he has a chance for a 2-out RBI to try to give the Power the lead.
1-0 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch from Tapia. That's going to be a hard hit
Get
ball.
down there.
That's going to get down in the gap. Yamaviska coming in to score, and they're bringing in Blythe as well. He's going to be safe at home as well.
Look at that.
2-run double for Joey Mazzetti, his first at bat here in the ball game, and he's done it in fashion as well with 2 outs. And now the Power have a 2-run lead, 7-5 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And you know what? Talk about a clutch 2-out hit, went all the way into the game for Mazzetti. And how about the base running from Noah Blythe? He scored all the way from first base. Casey Dill waved him all the way around. Yeah, a bit of a delay trying to throw that ball in.
Here's the pitch from Tapia. Going to be down low for ball 1 with Levine at the plate. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game, most recently grounded out in the 5th inning. Playing over left field this evening for Palm Springs. 1-0 count, 2 outs. With Mazzetti on second. Looking to bring another run here with a 1-0 count, make it 1-1 after that's going to be inside for strike 1.
And George, I can't say that enough. This is the first time we really got to see what Casey Dill's all about. The third base coaching box. That was an aggressive wave, and it paid off in a big way.
1-1 count coming up for Levine with 2 outs, 1 runner on for Palm Springs. Here's a pitch from Tapia, making it now 1-2 count. Mazzetti staying where he is over on second. Home plate umpire Stuart Gibbs called time as it a win away from Collins. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th inning. Power looking to extend their lead here as they're up 2 runs, 7-5 after a huge rally, a 2-run double from Mazzetti to break the tie. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Tapia, and that's gonna hit Levine.
That's how you do it.
Runners now on first and second with 2 outs, and Hernandez, a designated hitter, stepping in the batter's box.
And, that's something you really love to see George right there. Levine barely moved. He took that ball right on the arm like a champ. Didn't even flinch. Walked down the first base like it was nothing.
Hernandez, 2 for 3 in the ball game. Both of his hits being singles with 2 outs, 2 runners on for Palm Springs. Tapia delivers. That's going to be inside and down low, ball 1.
Tapia completely missed his target. Collins set up on the outside part of the play. He had to reach all the way back across to grab that pitch down and in.
1-0 count coming up for Hernandez, designated hitter. With Mazzetti on second and Levine on first. Here's a 1-0. As that's going to be way outside, making it a 2-0 count. Good eye there from Hernandez. He singled in the first and singled in the 5th as well as 2 base hits. And then he also flew out to Sonora in left field in the 3rd. 2-0 count coming up for him, ahead in the count with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's a 2-0 pitch from Tapia. That's going to get inside, right in the down low corner for strike 1.
Hernandez didn't look too happy about that strike call. Looked like he thought it was a little bit low, maybe a little bit outside.
Sizable leads there for Mazzetti and Levine. As Hernandez is going to pop this one up over. As getting underneath that one is Yogi in the shallow left. Going to retire the inning. But Palm Springs Power also able to score 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Blythe coming in to score. And so was Yamaviska as well. And we're going to go now to the top of the 7th inning when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the top of the 7th inning. Evan Schmeiser joined by George Hathaway. That was a big inning.
Huge.
In the bottom of the 6th. Joey Mazzetti, who came into the game for a struggling Noah Marcoux, diving play to end a potential rally out in the field, and he just, and first at bat, he delivered a big 2-run double to give the Power a 2-run lead, 7-5. Carson Phillips back out for his 3rd inning of work, facing Ryan Guerrero of the Legends. 1 for 3 so far tonight is Guerrero with a single back in the 1st inning. Phillips working quickly, and he gets the called strike there on the outer part of the plate. Another quick 2-strike count for Phillips. Continues to work ahead in the count against these Legends hitters. 4, 5, 6 coming up this inning. That pitch is down in the dirt.
Yeah, that last breaking ball there from Phillips just topped off at 91 miles an hour to get inside for a strike. Now 1-2 count coming up for Guerrero.
Yeah, range from 89 to 91. The fastball is Phillips. Breaking ball tried to start down the inside part of the plate, have it run back, wasn't quite able to do it. The count's back even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Power infielder still playing straight up. Outfield at the same spots they've been all game. That ball's hit high in the air out to left side. Yamaviska, Angel come on, and it's Angel makes the call to put it away. My goodness, George. Angel decided to keep on coming in. You see the flag still going. That ball just got knocked down.
Yeah, a lot of hang time there from that hit there from Guerrero, as that really set up Angel to get underneath the ball in time and just get this nice squeeze on the glove for the first out of the inning.
It looks like we have a new batter. Number 18, Reese Gomez, is coming on to hit for Eric Berkel. His first at bat of the game, also first at bat of the season. This is opening night for the Long Beach Legends. Reese Gomez digs in on the left side of the plate. Phillips kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss. Very late swing on that pitch. Count moves to no balls, 1 strike. Gomez, big lefty, standing at 6'2" tall. Hit .302 this past season at Victor Valley College. 1 out in the inning. Trying to give some life for the Legends after the Power scored big 2 runs in their half of the 6th. Phillips ends up stumbling a little bit off the mound on that pitch as it misses inside. He'll polish up the mound just a little bit as he'll get set to go, trying to record the 2nd out of the inning with Reese Gomez at the plate.
Yeah, nobody on here with a 1-2 pitch.
That's a swing and a miss. And Biscaluz puts it away to finish off the strikeout. Biscaluz over to Mazzetti. To strikeout, 2-3 in your scorebooks. And quickly there are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. 2 up, 2 down.
The drop third strike there. We saw that also in the 6th inning as well. With 2 outs, it's going to be a tough go here for the Legends, especially with Phillips on the mound. He's really been dealing.
Quick 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Taking a little bit more time. We have a pinch hitter coming up. We'll try and get you his name as soon as we can. Batting in Isaiah Vazquez's spot, the starting pitcher for the Legends in tonight's game. Get you his name as soon as we possibly can. As our new nameless batter will dig in with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. So he takes a breaking ball in there, strike 1. Caden Aoki is the pinch hitter for the Legends. His first at bat tonight.
Yeah, huge 0-2 pitch coming up for Phillips here against Aoki. With 2 outs, nobody on, you're going to expect to see a breaking ball here.
Goes to the fastball, and that's lined foul out of play to the right side. Phillips has been terrific so far tonight. 2 and 2/3 innings. Just 1 walk. 1 hit allowed. Here's the 0-2. That ball's back to the box. Gloved by Phillips. He's feeling good. Over to Mazzetti. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Great shutdown inning from Phillips to preserve the lead. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7, 8, 9 coming up. Power lead 7-5. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Power trying to do some more damage. Biscaluz, Flores, and Yamaviska's spots due up. 7, 8, 9. Power lead at 7-5. 12 hits so far in the game, 2 errors. Legends 5 runs so far on 8 hits. Here's the first pitch. That's taken way inside in the dirt. Ball 1. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Bobby Hall. pitching for the Legends. Right-handed pitcher, over the top delivery. Snaps that ball a little bit from behind his head. So that misses upstairs 2-0. Trying to find it right now. First two pitches have not been particularly close. See what Biscaluz does, up 2-0 in the count. As he swings it on the ground, Chesley up with it. Skips over the first, and that gets away from O'Hare. A mistake for the Legends, and that allows Biscaluz to move up to second base. That's gonna be an error on Chesley all the way on the throw. A break for the Power, first error of the night for the Legends. And a chance for Sebastian Flores to try and do a little more damage. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a run scored.
Yeah, that fourth inning for Flores set the tone for the rest of the ball game here, as he was the only one to score a run to tie this ball game up at 5 apiece in the fourth inning. So very huge there from Flores, hoping to kind of keep that momentum with Biscaluz in scoring position on second.
Corner infielders are playing back. Breaking ball, not a good-looking breaking ball. That was upstairs, a little bit inside. Not a whole lot of confidence from Hall on that first pitch. Quickly, 1 ball, no strike. Oh no. Borderline fastball gets the call over the outer part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Power lead at 7-5 in the 7th inning. Jake Biscaluz led off the inning, grounded one over the third base. The throw got away, allowing him to advance to second. And that's where we stand with nobody out here in the 7th inning. Way inside. That goes all the way to the backstop. Biscaluz moves up to third. Somehow that ball didn't even hit Flores. I guess it went right through his legs, George.
Yeah, Flores had to get out of the way of that one. That was a second straight pitch where he had to do that. Where it's now going to be a 2-1 count coming up for him here. As Biscaluz, 90 feet away from home, looking to extend this lead to a 3-run lead.
Now the Legends, they haven't scored since the 2nd inning. They're forced to bring the infield all the way in, trying to cut off that run on third with nobody out. That's a golden opportunity for Flores. He takes a strike over the outer part of the plate. If you hit a ball hard on the ground, you have a good chance of it sneaking into the outfield to make it a 3-run lead at a little bit of insurance. Fouls that one off. Back to the screen. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Power. So you have to assume it's going to be Phillips' game, at least going into the 8th inning.
Yeah, Phillips has been really strong for Palm Springs throughout the entire ball game. 5 strikeouts through 3 innings pitched. He also has 28 strikes as well.
That's in the dirt. Collins lost it for a moment, but able to keep it around him. It's a full count now to Flores. The Legends do have a base open. Yamaviska's had a really good night on deck, though. He's been on base all 3 times, 2 hits. Not the guy that you want to face right now, but you do have that base open. So that's hit foul down the right field line. Flores battling with a full count.
You love to see the aggression here. No outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as Flores being aggressive at the plate, still swinging with Biscaluz on third, looking to extend the lead.
Flores trying to battle his way on base, driving the run. Here's the 3-2. In the dirt, that gets away. Here comes Biscaluz. He'll get in there, no problem whatsoever. Jake Biscaluz scores on a wild pitch. The last thing you want for the Legends. It's been a sloppy inning so far, George. You have a throwing error at third base. Then another wild pitch to allow Biscaluz to go to third. not only do you walk Flores, walking him is not the worst thing in the world with a base open, but you throw another ball in the dirt and you let Vazquez lose the score anyway. Disaster start of an inning.
And the
for
cherry
Legends.
and the cherry on top of that, Evan, is that there's no outs here in the ball game, and the top of the order is on deck.
That's right. Yamaviska's up. He's had a very good night, as I just said. So he takes a fastball in there for a strike. We got a plane out in the distance taking off from Palm Springs Airport. Can't see the mountain canyons out there anymore. Hopefully you guys got a good look at all of them while it's still light out. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful backdrop and beautiful weather today too. Still in like the high 80s, low 90s here. A little bit of breeze makes it feel nice though in this hot desert heat. Got the misters here going at Palm Springs Stadium, making everybody feel a little bit cool. When that wind picks up, Evan, those misters come and hit us in the press box here up in the booth, and it feels really nice.
It's a beautiful thing. Still a nice breeze going, looking at the flags, the mist systems. Good as it gets, the best it gets in Southern California. Ball's chopped foul. Ball and 2 strikes to the count. It's Yamaviska. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Power scored a run thanks to some mistakes from the Legends. They've largely stayed away from big mistakes so far, but the Legends have gift wrapped a run here for the Power in the bottom of the 7th to make it a 3-run lead. Still possibly more damage to be done. A 1-2, way upstairs. Collins had to come way out of his crowds just to corral that high fastball.
Yeah, Collins got up there really quick. He didn't get up there in time. That was going to be another mistake there for the Legends, and possibly you would see Flores going to 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Hoff leaned in for a long time looking for a sign. Now he's set, he kicks and deals. Way upstairs again, 3-2.
Yeah, Collins certainly getting a workout, looking like a leapfrog there, having to get up and down in back-to-back pitches there from Haw that were just way upstairs.
Full count here, nobody out, bottom of the 7th. You think we'll see Flores take off from first with the count full?
And no outs. So you would like to see the aggression here from the Power to see if they're going to steal. Looks like they're not going to here.
That ball's in there for a called strike 3, fastball in the lower part of the plate. Yamaviska's down looking, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Anthony Angel Jr. He's been on base twice, walked in the 1st inning, singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, put a charge into a ball in the 6th inning, flew out to deep center field.
Can't forget Angel also has one of the runs for the Power here. They have them up 8-5.
Fastball taken a little bit upstairs, a ball, no strikes. Legends will set up to turn 2. Yogi at short, Snakenberg at 2nd. Pinch towards the second base bag. Sonoran left is playing really, really deep on Angel. I wonder if he wants to move in a couple steps with the wind blowing the way it is from left to right. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Angel's not real happy with that call. He thought it looped the plate inside.
What happened?
But nonetheless, Anthony Angel will dig back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sebastian Flores over at first base after drawing a walk. Power have scored 1 run so far in the 7th. Looking to try to add on some insurance, maybe even put the game out of reach. Granted, the way Carson Phillips is throwing, hard to say the Legends have any sort of chance. Caught on the mist from Angel.
Change up there from Haw. I haven't seen too many strikes from him here in the ball in his tenure on the mound so far. There's a few of them. He's had a few wild pitches as well.
Hey, gift wrapped a run for the Power nicely. There goes the runner. Pitch is fouled off. Flores will go back to first base.
Now there's the aggression from Flores, not afraid to take off. There's one out. There's a lone runner on base as well. In a 1-2 count like this, the aggression is needed to put him in a little bit of scoring position.
Let's see if Flores takes off again. Hall is set. Kicks and deals. Flores does not go. That pitch is taken upstairs. Angel fell behind the count. He's worked it back to a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Trying to battle up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Short lead for Flores. He takes another step at first. Once again, he does not go. That pitch is fisted foul out of play down the right field line. Even in this hot weather, it looks like I might have stung his hands a little bit, but nonetheless, he'll dig back in to continue his battle with 1 out in the 7th inning.
Yeah, Angel being really aggressive at the plate. He's one of those guys, especially with a leadoff hitter, who likes to battle at the plate, will swing, and regardless of where it goes, he's always doing it.
There goes Flores again. Throw down, nowhere near in time. Picked a great pitch to throw, and he got a huge jump off of Hull.
Yeah, that pitch, that throw there from Collins, just outside of the reach of Yogi, who was over there at second at the time. It was just away from him. It was on time. It just wasn't on target at all.
Now here's the full count delivery. 1 out, runner on second base. That pitch is inside. Anthony Angel draws ball 4. He fell behind the count. He worked it all the way back, fouled some pitches off. Great at bat from Anthony Angel Jr. to put runners on first and second.
Yeah, Angel, he's a very patient batter. He'll be aggressive, but he's going to know when to swing as well. Very high IQ of baseball. As Collins and Haw just talking things over on the mound.
Little meeting on the mound. We had some longer pauses from Hall looking in for his pitch from Collins. Wonder if they're just talking things over, trying to make sure they're on the same page. Try to stay on pace. We got the middle of the order coming up for the Power. We're at the 2-hole with Robert Taylor. Singled his first time up. He's been quiet since. He's had a really good night in the field and center field. He's been busy. They're now looking to give the Power a 4-run lead. A base hit should do it. All the outfielders are relatively deep. Especially with Flores' speed, she'll be able to score no problem on a base hit. 1-0 the count to Taylor. Standing right on top of home plate as he's digging in. Middle infield looks to turn 2. Corners are playing back. Kicks and deals. Off speed pitch, off balance swing, chop foul.
Yeah, Taylor now down in the count 0-2 as he's looking to try to battle similar to what Angel did as well in the previous at-bat as he was down in the count and then battled his way to walk.
I tell you, George, Sonora over in left field, he's still playing very, very deep. If you get a single out down the line, even into the alleyway as that breaking ball's taken a little bit upstairs, you can maybe score 2 runs with Angel over at first base. Two and 1 the count to Taylor. Once again, digging in, close to home plate. Hull comes set, he kicks and deals. Breaking ball inside. Didn't get a good grip on that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Robert Taylor's in a good spot. You can almost separate half of home plate, looking for 1 pitch in your spot. Try to do some damage. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. George, that's not the... Beg your pardon, that was strike 3 on Robert Taylor.
Yeah, the second strikeout this inning for Haw. But Noah Blythe looking to pick things up with 2 runners on and 2 outs. We saw it in the 6th inning. previously for the Power. They had 2 outs and were able to score a few runs as well in that inning to put them up big.
Noah Blythe had a very good night so far. Scored a couple runs, a couple hits. Swings early, hits that one foul. Now last night, even with the 11-run score for the Power, there were only 4 total RBIs. But tonight, the Power have been exceptional with especially 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Noah Blythe trying to deliver once again with 2 outs and a runner on second base. That ball's lined to center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Rounding third, coming home is Flores. Angel goes to third. And another 2-out runner in scoring position hit for the Power. The 3rd hit of the night for Noah Blythe. He comes up big once again.
Yeah, Noah Blythe really doing it all tonight for Palm Springs. His 4th single of the game.
And now digging in, another 2-out chance for the Power. Joey Mazzetti will take his 2nd at bat. He delivered in the 6th inning with a ringing 2-out, 2-run double into the right center field gap. We saw that aggressive wave around from manager Casey Dill to give the Power its first lead since the 1st inning. As he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Power have scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Runners now on 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. Good speed on 3rd base. Anthony Angel look to get a good walking lead. Another breaking ball in there, strike 2.
Yeah, Mazzetti's just looking for that perfect pitch. He wants it in his sweet spot to potentially get another huge hit that'll put the Power up even more as they're up 4 runs already.
Now Mazzetti's going to have to battle. Taking 2 pitches. He's fallen behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Fastball just a little bit low. Paul was getting ready to walk off the mound. Home plate umpire said, I don't think so. It's ball 1. Looking in for a long time. Checks the runner at first. Now he comes set. Kicks and deals the 1-2. There goes the runner. It's taken upstairs. Ball 2. No throw down. Noah Blythe steals 2nd.
Yeah, and he did that without even sliding either. He just knew right away. Once he saw that pitch, it was going to be upstairs. He's taking 2nd. Collins didn't even hesitate to throw it over. As now Blythe in scoring position.
Here's the 2-2. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Mazzetti. That ball's ripped fair down the 3rd base line. 2 runs are going to score for the Power as Mazzetti pulls in the 2nd. Big turn. He'll come back. Another big 2-run double for Joey Mazzetti. How about that? Joey Mazzetti coming up large off the bench. 4 RBIs tonight. He's given the Power an 11-5 lead.
Yeah, that's what you love to see from your guys coming off the bench. Casey Dill talked to us in the season preview show just earlier this week, and he mentions that how there's a lot of depth here on this Power team. Whether it's pitching, whether it's hitting as well, this team is deep.
And now coming off the bench, it'll be Tyler Wells coming into the game. Hitting for Josh Hernandez. As he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. Chance for another 2-out RBI. Joey Mazzetti over at second base after driving in his 2nd 2-run double of the night. Tyler Wells takes the ball outside. Kicks and deals the 1-0. Big swing and a miss there from Wells. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler Wells went 0 for 2 last night in the opener for the Power. Now he has a chance, coming off the bench, to deliver a 2-out RBI hit. Another swing and a miss there from Wells.
Yeah, the changeup there from Haw just went down outside. As Wells thought he could have had a piece of that. But he's down in the count now, 1-2 with 2 outs. And he's got Mazzetti in scoring position on second. We've seen it already this inning, how batters have been able to battle back.
Wells gonna have to try to battle behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2.
And you can see Mazzetti there, halfway in between second and third. You know, kind of just toying around with Haw on the mound after he saw that pitch. If it went by Collins, you can definitely agree there that Mazzetti was going to third.
Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another hit should be able to score Mazzetti from second base. That ball's grounded out towards second. Snakenberg up with it over the first. That will finally retire the side, but not before the Power put up 4 more runs in the inning. It started off sloppy with an error and some wild pitches, but then Joey Mazzetti, the man of the night, his second 2-out, 2-run double, makes an 11-5 lead for the Power. Ladies and gentlemen, after a big bottom of the 7th inning, Joey Mazzetti bringing in 2 more runs on a second 2-run double of the night. One of our other big men of the night, Carson Phillips, back out on the mound for his 4th inning of work. He's gone 3 scoreless so far. He's allowed next to nothing. 1 walk, 1 hit, and nothing else.
Yeah, after that 3-run second inning from the Legends, they've been unable to do anything since, and that's all because of the great pitching from the Power that they have on the mound. From Broussard to Phillips, and even a little bit of Moda as well. Everybody getting a piece of the pie for Palm Springs.
Now we have a pinch hitter leading off the top of the 8th for the Legends, Chris Marquise, out of Santa Ana College. As he swings and misses, he quickly falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Carson Phillips looking for his 6th strikeout of the night after working ahead 0-2. Flags are still blowing pretty well. It's at 0-2 as it foul and out of play, right side.
Oh no.
Yeah, Phillips looking to close this one out with the 0-2. As that's going to be
Got him
swinging and a miss.
swinging. 6th strikeout of the night for Carson Phillips. 4 pitches, Chris Marquise is down swinging. We have another pinch hitter coming up. Try to get you his name as soon as we possibly can.
Now with one out, Phillips still on the mound here for Palm Springs, and he's doing a great job for them as well.
Looks like we have number 1, Zach Freeman, coming up. San Francisco University. This youngster takes a ball upstairs, 1-0. Freeman hitting for Olin Snakenberg. That ball's hit foul down the right field line. See if Freeman stays in the game to play second base. So we have a 1-ball, 1-strike count with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Power lead at 11-5. Legends came out strong early in the game. The Power able to answer right on back. 3 runs of their own in the first inning after giving up 2 in there after the first. And then taking the lead right on back in the 6th and 7th innings. That ball's grounded out to second base, Flores. Whoa! Oh my. Wide throw to first. Mazzetti just able to hold the bag. Another good defensive play from Mazzetti.
Yeah, strong throw there from Flores. Kind of threw Mazzetti a little off guard, but they have a strong connection over there between second and first, and they're still able to get the out. Now makes it 2 outs.
They have another pinch hitter coming up, number 22, Andrew Nowak, it looks like. Big right-handed hitter, standing at 6'3" tall. So he takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Nowak will bat. 2 outs. As that ball's hit fairly well out to right field, it's going to go foul. Quickly falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, a whole new rotation here for the Legends for the 7, 8, 9. All 3 of them being pinch hitters. And nobody on here with 2 outs. Going to be a huge inning here for Carson Phillips.
And it's been all power each of the past 2 innings, especially. Bullens are getting up balls ripped down the third base line. It's fair. And he's going to hold up at first base. Strong throw in from Tyler Wells in left field. Staying in the game defensively for Landon Levine.
Tyler Wells from University of New Haven has a strong arm. I mean, you could see it there as that ball was ripped right to him. And that's what you like to see from your guy coming off the bench, a fresh arm that's going to give you a lot of strength in the outfield, especially if it's hit over to him.
And now we're back to the top of the order. CJ Yogi will bat. 1 for 4 in the ball game. That ball's hit a mile high, short center field. But coming on is Noah Blythe to make the catch. 3 outs here in the 8th inning. 1 hit, no damage recorded. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Power lead at 11-5. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the bottom of the 8th inning. We have Hernandez, Biscaluz, and Flores due up to start the inning. New pitcher as well on the mound for the Legends, Martin Nahara, will be our new pitcher out of Irvine Valley College. 2.53 ERA dating back to the 2021 season. They'll look to try and limit the damage, try to slow down these red-hot power bats.
Yeah, Evan, there's really no slowing them down here. They have the momentum right now. Ever since that strong 6th inning that was able to put them up, and then they just kind of continued that going into the 7th as well. The momentum is on the side of the Power, and it has been all game really since the 2nd inning due to the pitching.
Spencer Warfield comes on as a pinch hitter. He'll lead us off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Warfield came on as a pinch hitter last night for the Power in the 11-1 opening night victory. Went 1 for 2. The base hit, drew a walk as well, stole the base. Trying to make the most of his opportunity. Probably his only at bat for tonight. Trying to do a little bit of damage. First pitch delivered outside, 1-0. That ball hit foul down the right field line. Ball 1 strike to Warfield. You know, George, it's been an impressive night for the Power. They were put on their heels early. They could have easily gotten down on themselves, especially after giving the lead right back in the 2nd inning. But they just keep coming after the opposition. They keep hitting, they keep putting the ball in play, they keep making things happen on the bases.
And that's what manager Casey Dill's all about. He's about that fighting mentality that even when the Power are down, they're going to fight back into it.
That ball's chopped over the 3rd base, and up with it is Chesley over the first one away. One out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Biscaloos will come back up. He's been on base 3 times. 1 for 3 tonight. Singled in the 1st inning. Drew a walk in the 5th. Reached on a 2-base throwing error in the 7th. Eventually came around to score. First pitch, slow breaking ball from the righty in there for strike 1.
Yeah, and to our left in the bullpen is Kenny Schechter warming up for Palm Springs. So you could only assume that Phillips' tenure on the mound is over, but he did a superb job.
Phillips was absolutely impressive. Coming on after C.J. Broussard, able to deliver 2 shutdown innings and deliver some big scoreless inning as well. Carson Phillips has been tremendous. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Taken up and in, 3-1 to Jake Biscaloos, the catcher.
Yeah, good eye there from Biscaloos. So realized that pitch was going to be up high inside on the check swing. Felt like going, but restrained himself a little bit there in a smart decision.
That ball's hit high in the air, short center field. Guerrero comes on, so does Berkel. Oh, and the ball is dropped. Miscommunication. Berkel and Snakenberg both wanted to get the ball. None of them got it. And Biscaloos hustling right out of the box. Good job on him. Able to make it in safely to second base without a throw.
And that's really where you need to communicate as, you know, your second baseman, center fielder, right fielder, all coming in at once together. You're going to want to communicate, scream ball, or I got it, something like that, because now you just put Biscaloos in scoring position once again.
And now it's Sebastian Flores. 1 out, a runner on second base. Pitch is taken for a strike on the outer part of the plate. Power leading 11-5. 11 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. Legends so far, 5 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors recorded on their end. Kenny Schechter continues to throw out in the bullpen. They'll look to close it out. Now, it won't be a save situation, but they'll look to close it out nonetheless to give the Power its second win of the season in as many tries. Ball on a strike to Flores. Yogi playing behind the runner at second. Breaking ball's taking the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, same pitch, pretty much, same location. Catcher Nowak behind the plate, keeping it in front of him, because if it goes past him, you know Biscaluz is going to steal.
Another pitch outside. 3-1 to Flores.
Yeah, Flores just really staying patient at the plate, trying to get that perfect pitch there, or even just take a pitch as well for ball number 4. Ball 4.
I'll see if Flores gets anything to hit. The 3-1. Another pitch in there. Strike 2.
Yeah, full count here with 1 out. And you have Biscaluz in scoring position for the second straight inning as well.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count to Flores. Here's the payoff. That ball is hit foul down the right field line. Flores able to foul it off. Flores trying to get on base. Perhaps even drive in Biscaluz from second. The outfielders are still very deep, and they've had some balls that they've had to come charging in on. Borderline pitch across the plate, called strike 3. Flores goes down looking. Second time he's gone down looking tonight. There's 2 away.
You can tell the body language there. He was ready to toss his bat over and take the base. Home plate umpire Stuart Gibbs had other ideas for Flores, called him there for a strike 3 that was just right on the edge of the zone.
Well, George, there's 2 outs again, a runner in scoring position with Biscaluz on second base, and Rich Yamaviska has a chance to do a little more damage. He has 2 hits tonight. He's also walked, scored a couple runs. Can't say it enough, the Power have been absolutely big with runners in scoring position, especially with 2 outs. That pitch taken outside, 1-1. After tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Power will be back in action right here in Palm Springs Stadium, Tuesday, June 7th, 7 o'clock, against the East LA Dodgers. As assuming the Power hang on tonight, barring something absolutely crazy, they'll look to make it 3-0 against those East LA Dodgers.
Yeah, 6-run lead here, bottom of the 8th inning. They've just been really having the momentum for them all game long, as they come into this game after scoring 11 runs last night and then another 11-run game as well.
Right down the chute for a called 3rd strike. Yamaviska goes down looking. Bottom of the 8th is in the books. We go to the 9th. The Power lead 11-5. And we'll see CJ All right, we're almost set for the top of the 9th inning. Coming on the pitch for the Power, making his first appearance of the season, is Kenny Schechter. Big 6'2" righty, standing in at 210 pounds. Pitched this past season, College of the Desert, local guy. Although he's well-traveled. Originally went to Newtown North High School in Massachusetts. Georgia's neck of the woods.
Yes, representing New England, of course, as well. Coming far and wide, everybody here to Palm Springs Power. And Schechter filling in for Carson Phillips, who pitched 4 innings. Had 6 strikeouts, threw 39 strikes, and allowed 3 hits with his reign on the mound, and he certainly dominated as well.
That he did. Kenny Schechter recorded a .398 earned run average this past season, 43 innings. Just barely over 1 base runner each inning. He did record a save this past season. So he's on some other familiar role here in the 9th inning. Not a save situation, but he's looking to finish this off. Make the Power 2-0.
Yeah, 3 more outs, Evan. As the Power back-to-back scoring 11 runs in the game.
And now for his first at-bat tonight, we'll have a batting for CJ Yogi, the shortstop. We have Adam Stevens for the Legends. Stevens played this past season, Vanguard University, hit .281 this past season. His first and probably only at-bat of the night. First hitter for Schechter to face, he kicks and deals. Fastball cut on and missed, strike 1. Good start for Schechter coming out of the bullpen with a big lead, throwing strike 1.
That was some absolute heat there from Schechter. Don't blink if you're watching because you'll miss that ball.
That's on the ground. Big hop for Flores. Clean throw over the first. Quickly, 1 away. That'll bring up Declan O'Hare. O'Hare lined out to the first baseman Mazzetti. Made that nice diving play in foul territory to end a potential rally for the Legends. They'll take a second bat of the night. Another first pitch swing, that ball goes foul.
Wind picking up a little bit here in Palm Springs, California. Could have a little effect on the ball. We've seen it throughout the ball game, but nonetheless, beautiful night, very warm.
Oh, it's been terrific, George. I think I might even go for another run tonight after we leave the stadium.
Yeah, running at night definitely is really nice here. It's not too hot. It's not too cold either. It's really just that perfect temperature to go on a run at.
And I tell you, that ball's lined down the right field line. That's going to go foul. This isn't the Northeast out here.
No, not at all.
You can actually run when the sun's up there during the summer. Here, you can't. It'll hurt.
Definitely have to lather up, too, on the sunscreen. Especially if you go on the run, Evan.
God forbid.
Don't want to get burnt.
God forbid you don't remember. It's going to be a painful day out in the desert. But you learn fast. You get used to it. That pitch is skied out to right field. Barely moving a muscle. That ball is put away for the second out of the inning. F9 if you're keeping score at home.
Opportunity for tonight's beer batter, Ryan Guerrero. If Guerrero strikes out at any point in this at-bat, all draft fund and Bud Light drafts will be $2 for the next 10 minutes.
Well, and now the last light for the Legends. Ryan Guerrero digs in. Takes a ball outside. Schechter's made quick work of his first 2 hitters. That ball is chopped, third base side, foul.
Just barely, too. Right on the line. Very close call there.
Ryan Guerrero will do it again. Facing a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Power lead it 11-5, looking to cash in on their second win of the young season in as many opportunities. Strike 2. Good breaking ball on the inside of the plate. The Legends are down to their last strike. The Power can smell it. Kenny Schechter is set. He has his sign. In the windup, he kicks and deals. Fastball just outside. Two balls, two strikes. Guerrero digs in the right-handed batter's box. Schechter, the pitch. That ball's out to right field. Coming on. 3 outs. That's your ball game. Power fight back, and they come back to win 11-5. They score 6 runs in the 6th and 7th innings. Tremendous work out of the bullpen for the Power. Coming out of the bullpen, the Power went 7 shutout innings. From Broussard to Phillips to Schechter for the 9th, an impressive 11-5 victory for the Palm Springs Power.
Back-to-back 11-run wins for Palm Springs, and it's a huge game for them. Riding the 2-win streak right now, and they're starting off hot. They look to continue it against East LA on Tuesday, June 7th.
Yeah, come back once again, 7 p.m. Pacific time, Tuesday, June 7th. Nash and I will be on the call. George will take a little break. He'll go over and do the PA announcing. He'll be back for the following game, Wednesday the 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Evan Schmeiser,